Two Effies in one day. Indeed, Dawson. How you doing? How's your day been since I saw you last? Which is so fun to say. I love how, like, the evening session just hits so different. How y'all doing? I was like thinking about Dark Souls 3 and then I just fixed the frame rate and was like, ah, fuck it. We're gonna do more Dark Souls. Well, hi again. Hello, Crystal. Good day. Welcome back to the land of the living. How has your day been? Since last we spoke. Let me see. Where did my oh, there they are. I'm so much more prepared than I was prepared to be. That's such a sentence. I'm good. I'm vibing. I'm doing good. Built a new PC. Oh, I'm so jealous. It messed up, so I took it to the shop to get it fixed, and I just got home with it fixed. Oh, Dawson, I love that. I think that that's honestly fantastic. I cannot encourage you guys enough. PC shops and like micro centers and things are just absolutely everything. I'm good. I had a really good therapy session, so that was nice and chill. Oh no. Oh god. The Steam overlay scared the crap out of me there for a minute, but I'm good. I had a really good therapy session. And then I was like, I'm thinking about the game, and then I was like, well, this is stupid. I should just go live again and play the game with you guys. Like, why am I... I was like, not me sitting here thinking about the game instead of just playing the game. It gives miserable, you know? I was like, we can't be out here being the problem. Oh, look how cool we look. Okay, wait, I forgot how much I'm obsessed with the armors in this game. I have just...
You're an unkindled, aren't you?
Who are you?
I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms.
I remember her, but I don't. Silent Hill, the short message. Yeah, I saw that, Crystal. How is it? What are you thinking of it so far?
Fraternization. Blessing of the moon. I doubt we've blessing.
So she's one of the Dark Moon defenders. My sound is thank you. Every single time that this happens, it is the funniest thing. So for those of you that are uninitiated, I have a Focusrite sound system, and I swear, if there is ever to be an argument about not using mental health warnings at a big time, thank you, Crystal, yeah, definitely. Most definitely too, for anybody who uploads that stuff to YouTube, it's like YouTube has gotten very, very, and I mean rightfully so, right? We should have definitely a little content warning. Smee, thank you for the 3-stream streak.
Oh, I would do it.
How you doing, Shmee? Welcome back. A grazed sword, left shield.
Then shall we be bearer of...
How's it going, dude? I think we can now use our... maybe? How you doing, dude? But yeah, it's been a good day so far. I've been relaxing, and then I was thinking about the game, and I was like, well, we're not just gonna think about the game, we're gonna play the game. We have to have some sense of order here.
There I am pleased.
Had a nap? Oh, I love it. So far, just started though, so it might be better. Yeah, I will say this much: always give with games, and I've always found this too. Always make sure that you guys have like eaten, slept, and are hydrated when you guys try out games. Because one thing I will tell you for a fact when it comes to me, I get to be such a cranky little bitch when I am, and no problem, Dawson. Enjoy. I get to be such a cranky little bitch when I haven't had my like water, my little walk, my little nap. You know? I just find that I become such a dick. Phoenix, thank you for the 10 months. That is so freaking dope, dude. How you doing, Phoenix? It's not a resub, but an anniversary, indeed. Indeed, I love to see it. Why, thank you so much. How you doing, dude? I'll tell you guys something. It's so funny how, like, when we have the morning stream and then we have like the evening stream. So I have actually really missed this because it's really nice to be playing Soulsborns in 2 sessions, because what happens is that you kind of reset your headspace, so you sort of like mentally prep to get back into the action, if that makes sense. I am Phoenix. You know what I needed so bad? I really needed a leave and food. I sometimes get a headache from the rapid motion in these games, so if you guys see me start suddenly being like in a weird, just be like, do you have a headache? Because sometimes I won't say it and I think that I've told you guys that I have a headache forming, and then what happens is that I wind up ripping because I'm like, oh no. I'm one of those people where, like, when I have a headache, it completely eliminates my ability to do anything other than focus on the pain that I'm in, and it's so unfortunate that I am that way. So, like, I don't know about you guys, so I can deal with any amount of emotional pain, right? Like, I could be having 6 breakups going on, 2 family tragedies, 100,000 sorrows happening, but, like, the minute that I have a headache, my whole life just immediately derails, and I'm just like, I have to lay in bed with this headache. I'm just like, ah yes, I must cancel my whole life. Why? She has a headache. When it comes to physical pain, I just can't. I don't know what it is about me. I'm not sure why I am like this, but it's genuinely hilarious. We never change our weapon, which is why we came back. I realize that I have all of these things that I have just not handed Andre. Oh my god, a paired curve sword. How can we not be Dritz though? How could I not be Dritz in these? You know? You guys. How could we not? Wait, so why is it saying the paired if it's one? What? The Uchikatana, oh my god, dude. We could use this though, and this is kind of insane. However, oh, our rolls are terrible, hang on. Are we any better? Yeah, much better. Yeah, look at us, our badass pyromancer. We actually look so cool. I'm very okay using this armor into the end of the game. Give coal. Dude, we have so many.
Fine. Now I'll praise the gods.
They cry from a headache or exhaustion that family member's death. Yeah, Phoenix, I completely relate to that. I don't do physical pain, but emotional pain, I can handle so much of it. That's why too, like when I was talking to you guys about like the toxic stuff and whatnot, it's like, don't get me wrong guys, I certainly am not exactly everybody's cup of tea all the time, but like for the most part, I will say one thing is that I'm very sturdy. Like you gotta really work to try and get me hurting, you know? I'm not just somebody who will like, Dark Souls 3 Pyromancer armor looks so much better. I know it does. I just am like, I'm in that weird space where I'm like, I think I really want to be like an edgelord. You guys know what I mean. I love being edgy. It's so fun. So we need a deep gem, poison gem, crystal gem, raw gem. We don't have any of these. We have a refined gem. What does the refined do for damage? Do we know anything about this? Paired scimitars. I love this though because it reminds me of Dritz, which makes me feel like I wanna... I mean, what I should do is use the Uchikatana. I know that everybody swears by this thing. Alright, here's the promise I'm making to myself right now. So 99 and 16. How can you even fight with this though? Yeah, and the stability's less good. Let's, or not as great. Let's do... Why are you so much heavier though? Oh, because I have both on. Dumb. It's okay, guys. She's fine. Specific things to target and only specific days where I'll actually be affected. Yeah. Yeah, especially like anniversary days. Like if it was like Tyler's death anniversary and then somebody was messing with me, you can absolutely bet that your girl would just completely unload. But like, there's like, you gotta really catch me in that specific mood, you know? We have 2 of these. No, let's just plain old reinforce them for now. I really just like the idea of having the cell swords, but then also having the pyromancy flame, if that makes sense. Because, like, we are gonna start using more of our pyromancies now. Like, so now that the game opens up, right, like, now is the point where we have to, like, start having fun. Like, what is this? Boost absorption resistances, but increase weight. Ooh. A powerful giant flame in hand. This was actually fairly... I mean, hang on. We're not taking off the heal. We are gonna take off this, though. Emit a constant stream. Let's just keep this one on for now, I guess. Oh, wait. Level, 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 level. I thought that would cost more than it did.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then Tuphaken.
I'm making myself nervous here. Oh, I need 5,000 to level. Oh, baby. Okay. I know what we're picking up then. Let's see. What can we get? The grave key. Excuse me? What is the point of the grave key? Wait, isn't that to free her, who we already have? Feel free, everybody, to sound off if I'm totally wrong, but isn't there like a... Ooh, we can also do dark. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm like, wait a minute, don't we already have her? The grave key. Oh, it must be that door. You know what? I know where this is. We're gonna actually quickly go there. That could be a fun place to test all this out. Because I'm like wondering to myself, I'm like, what the hell am I thinking here? But then I was like, I know exactly where this probably is. It's gonna be, let's see. I guess we can just go here. Because we have to run down. It's gonna be by the guys. I know that you guys are like hearing me explain this in the most banal way possible and are like, what the hell? Oh, also, you know what we're gonna do while we're here? So I have decided, yes, I know that it's late in the playthrough for me to have decided this, and Phoenix is gonna start laughing because this is exactly how chaotic I normally am. Let me just find it. We're gonna have something. I'm giving you guys back our... Where is it? Let me see. Where'd it go? Did I remove it? Thank you for the follow, dude. Hang on. I think I removed it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna actually put this back for you guys, and then we're just gonna reset the death counter so that you guys can enjoy it, because I know that it's so much more fun to do that. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I depriving you guys the ability to count the deaths? That does not even make sense. Let us go here. Let us see. My overlays. There's my counter. I was like, did I really take this away? That's actually crazy. And you guys are going to be impressed. We have some stats to actually update. Marissa, welcome in, dude. It's so good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? I felt so bad that you saw my, I know that you saw my, like, very sad girl post. I was like, man, that was a rough one. But welcome in. Greetings from the basement blood bank. Thank you so much for the work that you do, Marissa. I feel like more people need to be thanking Marissa for the work that she does, because it is absolutely exhausting. I really wish that what they would do is make the pyromancer flame like a... Hang on, we're gonna fix this. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, why would that do that way? Not a single soul wanted that to look like that. Wow. Wow. Death counter. How... Like, since we get blamed for everything, why are they blaming you? Who do I have to fight? You put me on the phone. They are going to answer to me, and they are not going to like it. What in the world is happening right now? What am I... This is genuinely unhinged. Hang on. Hang on. What is happening? The lab's fault is the common theme when we have nothing to do with things. Oh, dude, I feel you though. Unfortunately, that's so true though of all of... I don't know why it's all of the sciences, but it's like whenever anything goes wrong, everybody always seems to get absolutely and ridiculously pissed off. Reset the zoom. Will that fix it? No. Dear God. imagine I was like, I'm going to just fix this real fast. And these are my famous last words. Let's see. Then if we refresh this, I know that you guys are like, wow, she's being so chaotic. Hang on. I promise that it will make sense. Let's see. God damn it. What do I have to do to make this window? There's like a viewable window. Oh, I know what I have to do. Wow. Oh boy. Guys, I apparently need a second coffee. It's fine. Everyone, just laugh at me. It's 1920 by 1080, I think. There we go. Oh my goodness, she got there, everyone. She got there. All right, so for those of you that are not familiar, so Phoenix, if you want to add about 35 deaths to the death, I'm going to say that we need at least 10 gravity deaths. So hang on, let me see. Let's test this out now. Gravity 10, and then we've done one more boss. Okay. Everyone, I know you can't believe I'm saying this, but we're back in business, baby. We're so back, Bessies. Okay, we're caught up. Yeah, I hate that they do that though, Marissa. It always feels like it's such a cop-out. And I always wish that people would just be like real about it. It's like, listen, every staff has down days. They could just own that without making it the most painful thing ever. Right? Oh my god, it's so good. I was like, yes, we need to be so back, Bessies. Now this is the bane of my existence. I don't know why this run is the stuff of my nightmares. I think it's the pop men. There's something about these flaming pop men that truly just sends me in my life. Oh my god. Sir, I cannot see. Sir, I cannot see. Sir, I cannot see. Sir, I'd like to see. You know what? Fuck it. We gotta go this way. Sorry, Egon. Why did I use my S's? I could have just... I'm like, bye guys. Oh, we also have to talk to him, don't we? Oh my god, I almost forgot to get him. You guys, I almost forgot to get him. I had The Witcher 3 and Dark Souls. I've heard good things about Greedfall 2 so far.
You've gone and rest. How very, very well. I am Egon. I am allied to you for as long as you are short, and only.
Aw, he's so cute.
What's the matter? I am allied to you, and only.
Yeah, oh my god, Phoenix, The Witcher 3 and Dark Souls are quite the lineup, but I understand it. I was also eyeballing Greedfall as something that we are going to be playing in the very, very soon future. Because we have a couple of larger games. Like, I also have Anno 1800. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that game or has, like, ever played it, but I heard it was glitchy, but it looked good, yeah. I'm excited to see what new stuff is coming out in these franchises that, like, we've had a little experience with, but we haven't had that much time exploring. You know? Like, I'm one of those people where I really like to have, like, a good, how do I put this? I like to have a good fresh start when it comes to, like, series that we begin and, like, do a bunch of the game genres together, if that makes sense. Run past them because they don't care. Is this the grave? It is! I knew it. Why isn't my sword working? Hello. Imagine just suddenly your sword doesn't work. Oh, so I'm in the sewers. Oh, that's actually so useless to me now. I thought that this would unlock something, but at least we got Egon. I'm just laughing because I'm like, wait, this is actually pointless? Oh no. Oh no, stream. Or demo, so it makes sense. Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of, like... Also, I love it when games really own their glitchiness. In the sense that, like, I'm not saying that they should be glitchy on release, because by all means I do think that we need to demand good standards for the games that release, but I do really support that there's some games that own their glitches and own their little burps with so much grace and elegance, and we should just love it. It's like Kingdom Come Deliverance, man. We have got to do a full Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough and, like, actually finish it this time, and we are just going to have the most hilarious time laughing at some of the glitches that are still existing in that game. It is so precious. Like, you can't even get mad at it. It's actually just cute. Alright, so we got that. We got this. We did the area with Onion Bro. I guess let's go back to Farron. Because I don't have the anti-poison armor that I know of. Although I will say that when you do get the anti-poison gear in this game, for those of you that are like new to this game, there are certain armors that will absolutely be your salvation. The anti-poison armor is definitely one. Poison hurts in this. Skyrim was with the physics. Those were originally glitches, but because they were so popular and well received, Bethesda kept them. Yeah, I can't ever imagine them getting rid of something like the freaking giants. Destiny, thank you for the tier 1 sub, dude. That was awesome. It's so lovely to see you, dude. How you doing? Thank you for that tier 1 sub. Please enjoy the subscription benefits, such as our emotes, our ad-free viewing, and what else? What else does Twitch offer? Oh, I feel like, isn't there a thing now too where you can get Discord Nitro for like 3 months or something free? It's something pretty sweet, so please feel free to enjoy it, and please feel free to hop into Discord to get the full emote roster. I'm not surprised by that either, Phoenix, because the thing is with Mass Effect is that even though there were moments with that game where people got frustrated with it, it's a fantastic franchise. I feel like nobody has ever contested that the games are great. I think when people get mad at games, it just goes to show like, oh, this is actually a good product people are willing to fight for, you know? Definitely age hair physics are promising, as are the graphics. I'm excited, dude. I freaking love seeing the coverage coming out around the newer games, but also the way that technology is being used. Oh my dear Jesus. I forgot that they exist. That was so scary. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. That one definitely got me. I forgot that those guys are mean. Or not like that they're mean, but like that they're as mean. Alright, let's find our better... We need to find our better poison armor. Poison 39, 39. 64 is pretty decent, actually. While the Andromeda ending is apparently a meme, I enjoy the actual mechanics of movement. Yeah. Well, and this is the thing, too. It's like, I think one thing that we also don't talk about is, like, the frickin' Skyrim ending is also a meme, if we're being completely candid. Like, come on. The main story for Skyrim is one of the funniest things. When you actually think about it, that game gives you so much freedom to do everything that the ending is almost, like, nonsensically positive. It's like, yes, and now our town sheriff has managed to take down all the dragons as this creature of legend. Like, but we don't get to do one thing, and this is the one thing that triggered me. We don't get to become the king of Tamriel, which is one of those things to me that's so ridiculous because you're already a Thane in every single part of the region. You have arguably the most political influence of anyone. Like, just let us be the king, you know? Oh, I hate these guys. I remember these guys from Dark Souls 1. Oh my blessed god. Yeah, I'm not even surprised that the poison killed me. That was rough. Also, yep, that's why I'm speaking to the Greybeards. Yeah, and I think that that's one of the things is like, it's so interesting to me, like, whenever we talk about stuff with Skyrim, right? Like, the one thing that we haven't really brought up much on this channel now, first of all, I hope that you all know, I always have to save Parthimax. I hate that that's even a dilemma in this game. I feel like it goes so against, like, the principles of the Dragonborn to ever jeopardize Parthimax, which, by the way, this game has been out for so many years now and has had so many remakes that, please, for the love of God, if you haven't played Skyrim and you're about to get triggered about Skyrim spoilers, I encourage you to please, like, avoid the memes on the internet. I'm a whole archmage. Yeah. that Fae out in the wild will reckon use. See, I love that detail in Kingdoms of Amalur, and what I wish, and what I would like to see more games emulate. So, like, I love Skyrim for what it is, but I do wish that we were able to be the freaking King of Tamriel. It would make sense. It's one of those weird things where they're like, please join this faction or that faction. Please show incredible bias. And by the way, I never actually, so when I started to listen to the Stormcloak dialogue, I don't know about anybody else, so I've always found everything Norse very compelling. But when I actually listened to the Stormcloak dialogue, I became deeply horrified and was like, oh no, I think I might be supporting something that I'm definitely not pro, IRL. And I was like, oh no. I was like, this is accidentally very racist sounding, and I was like, this is bad. And I didn't pay attention to that the first time that I ever heard the Stormcloaks. I just kind of, I think for some reason, because it was Skyrim and it was a brand new fantasy world, I was like, whoop, over the head. Huge cigarette, right, Gorlak? That's the vibes. Oh no, the Abyss Watchers. Oh, the Abyss Watchers. Oh god, I love Artorias, but this fight is just the most... I cannot even express to you all enough how much I'm just like... Abyss Watchers, bro. But no, like, when I listened to the Stormcloak dialogue, I was literally like, this is the most racist, nightmarish... I was like, bro, what the hell? I was like, I can't believe I blindly went along with this on my first ever playthrough of Skyrim, and then I was like, actually, I'm not surprised, because this game totally lulled me into a false sense of, like, comfort and complacency, and I was like, oh, this is bad, y'all. Gorlak is just like, I will be confidently problematic. And you know what? It's a vibe. It's sometimes that's a vibe. I like to be the disruptor of the problematic because I always find it very funny when you can refute people based off of their like crazy logic. I can't even be triggered by that because these things are so stupid looking. Hang on. Gonna adjust this. Everyone breathe. I refuse to join anyone but the college because of its ending. I'm not fighting in any wars. Yeah, I agree, Phoenix. I never join. So for me, the thing that I was like, okay, so then when I figured out that, right, like the Stormcloak base was bad. It's pretty hard to miss the racism in Skyrim. It's pretty much everywhere, not just among Stormcloaks. Yeah, especially the way that the Dark Elves are treated. I think the problem is that when I first played the game, I was literally just going about it with the mentality of like, okay, I'm just playing like a nice new little fantasy RPG. Like, you know when you're like not in the headspace to hear the subtext, but then all of a sudden you hear the freaking context and you're like, oh my god, the situation is actually dire. I had exactly that vibe off of it where I was like, oh my god, I have messed up so bad. And then from that point onward, I picked the Empire, right? But I think part of maturing is exactly as Crystal is saying, like, they're both wrong, and the way that they're going about it isn't great, but it's like, I had this moment where I just suddenly had these morals and ethics where I was like, oh god. I was like, what am I out here just like blindly supporting? Because what the hell? It's like, I need to pay more attention. Like, when I heard the way that they were talking to the Dark Elves, I mean, especially in, I want to say, it's Winterhold, I think, proper, where they're just treated so poorly. It's one of these moments where you're, like, playing the game and you're like, oh my god, this is so bad. This is so dire. I actually got there and I was like, whoa. And then when I heard it, and, like, properly heard it, I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, I was wrong. Dark Elves are not treated good, even in Imperium. I know, and that's the thing. I don't see, I fail to understand why everyone doesn't like the Dark Elves, but we also haven't properly- oh my god, big bonk. We also haven't properly played Morrowind, so I don't know if my, views here are preemptive. You know who I really want to see a game about is the Bosmer. I really want to see more about the Bosmer culture. The minute that I heard cannibal elves that live in the woods, I was like, alright, I could be persuaded. Bro, these noises, these sound effects are genuinely terrifying. How does anyone play this game and not become immediately terrified? Bosmer barbecue. Neither party is worth my effort. I'll buy a Whiterun house and adopt a kitten pet, and then I'll stay out of everything. See, I love the house in Muckhearth. I love the Dwarven elements, I was like, dude, the House of Markarth is just absolutely on another planet. Others with them repressing the religion and racism of the Stormcloaks. Yeah, it's like there's just so much to the Skyrim political stance. It's so unfortunate on both ends of that spectrum that I'm just like, dear God. I'm like, these talking points are abysmal, but then I love it because then I feel like part of maturing is also like, you know, obviously as we all, and like this is not to start getting into American politics by any means, but obviously we know that in the real world, politics are exactly that messy and complicated and shitty. And I just sort of love that the game went full send with it. My first character is a Dark Elf. While some things have happened, I haven't heard the actual racism. See, I always make Dark Elves because I think of Dritz Do'Urden. For me, like, Dritz Do'Urden is the standard for fantasy. Oh, I hate everything. I keep trying to roll through their base. Brother, someone needs to shave that ass. That ass needs to get shaved. That was a lot of hair. That was a lot of hairy ass in our face. Did you guys see that? That was a lot of hairy ass in our face. I would have objections. Anything other than Altmer. Listen, the little dialogues playing as an Altmer are really fascinating. I do have to say, I really like the little optional dialogues that you get if you're a High Elf and you actually play with like the Thalmor. It's always fascinating to me when a game will put in like secret little dialogue. I am such a sucker for that stuff. I love me some like optional dialogue. Hot Elfman. Do you use any of the mods? Because let me tell you what right now, there are some mods out there that redo the female and male faces in Skyrim and they honestly go so hard. Secret should keep secret. What's up, Alexa? Altmer, Thalmor, armor, destruction magic. I know, it's so good. Doing well, dude. We're talking about Skyrim opinions, which is so funny because we're in Dark Souls, but like I feel like we have to talk about the generic opinions in Skyrim. Oh, that's right, it's Jordan. Hello, Jordan. I can't keep up. No, no! Oh, this is the wandering. I love how this guy comes over here. He's like, yeah, she's definitely dying. Let me get a piece of that. I love. So, for those of you that haven't done the Conjuration, I do remember you. It just takes me a minute because I'm like, wait a second, different user than I'm used to. But, have you guys done the quest line where you can eventually summon the orb at the top of the College of Winterhold? Like, you can basically do a conjuration quest line that eventually you, like, summon a Daedra. I freaking love that, Phoenix, and it's literally one of my favorite sections of the entire game. Like, the first time that I witnessed that, it blew my brain to such a point where I, like, could not get over it. But I also love the factors of Daedra worship that are actually present within Skyrim and our interaction. Lydia is better than Vampire Girl. Yeah, I love Lydia. I think Lydia is my favorite meme of all time. Is this thing kidding? Are you kidding, bro? Bro? Yeah, cute goth things. Hell yes, War. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. How you doing? How you doing? No! Brother, I was there. I'm so sad. I was there. I was there. I am sworn to carry your burdens. I love Lydia. Her little passive-aggressive dialogue never stops making me happy. I know, I was right there. I was like, no. I was on earlier, and then I was like, it was so funny. I was standing in my room, and War, you're gonna laugh when you hear this. I'm doing well. How you doing? I was standing in my room, and I'm like literally thinking about playing Dark Souls 3, right? And I was literally sitting there thinking about it, and then was like, I really could just fucking play the game with stream and be on for a second session. Like, I'm literally over here overthinking a second stream and was just like, no, we're just gonna have second stream. I was like, let's stop being the problem. Ragged mask. Oh, doesn't this help dramatically, if I remember correctly? Hang on, I think that this actually is going to be my lifesaver. I love Lydia, and I actually, so here's the thing, I love using Lydia and Serana both at the same time as followers whenever possible. I highly recommend that, if you guys are ever wondering, like, oh, what's the OP lineup there? Most definitely Lydia with Serana. Do you have a favorite fight in DS3? Of the ones that I have played so far, because I haven't played all of them. I haven't ever beaten the game myself. But I would say that the Twin Princes is definitely the most aesthetically beautiful because of the bedchamber and then also the design of the Twin Princes. Like, I am such a sucker for emo-looking boys, and they both just give such emo vibes that it just... There's something about that fight that every single time for me, I'm like, this is gorgeous. I installed Dark Souls for uninstalling it, yeah. It's not everybody's cup of tea, that much is for damn sure. I will say one thing about these games, and I think that this really says it all. The people who really go the distance with these games, it's Radon and Mikola. It literally is Gorlak, and that's the thing is, like, it's so funny, right? Because then as we, like, interacted at freaking all with that fight, like, that's what I kept going back to and thinking of in that section of Elden Ring, is I was like, it really is that, isn't it? And it really is that simple. Like, you really see how FromSoft, they don't really change their formula all that much once they have a winner. Oh god, I hate these guys so much. This is gonna be so scuffed if it works. Please just work. I know that there's a poison armor in here somewhere. It might be here, or it's the Road of Sacrifices. Oh, ding dong. Oh, ding dong. Here we go. I don't know why oh ding dong is what has decided to be emitted from my lips in this moment, but I think it's hilarious, and so we're gonna go with it. Welcome to the phrase book, oh ding dong. Alright, we need this. No! Oh my god! Have I played the DLCs? No, I have not, although I have seen Sister Freed, and I do feel like she's gonna be a favorite. If I'm completely honest with you guys, like, I feel like Sister Freed is probably just gonna... I have played Elden Ring. We've actually gotten all the way up to General Radon. It just wasn't gonna happen. Crown of Dusk? What is that? Oh, he'll still help us because he's our ally. That's good to know. We have played Elden Ring. We actually have like a multi-hour Elden Ring playthrough up on YouTube. Right, Smee? It hurt. Let's go this way. We haven't really been this way much. I have Clara. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Jordan. 1 minute, though. It's very hard to do that one-handed in this section. Just give me 1 sec. I gotta get to, like, a point where I can walk first. Yeah, I loved Elden Ring. I think it's beautiful. It's definitely more of a summer than an autumn game for me. I was saying this earlier, but this game for me is, like, the epitome of, like, the cozy autumn vibes game. Bruh, have you seen what's following me? Y'all know exactly why I'm running if you've been through this pain. These things are pure pain and suffering. Oh god, this is the most dangerous game. I can't believe I believe that this would work. Alright, murder me. Hang on. Oh, are you just poisoned? No, you're cursed. Oh my god, please. There we go. Why are you running? Exactly. Why am I running, Clara? It's a good question. Poison Swamp and Miyazaki have some weird relationship. You can really tell what his opinion... you can really tell what his opinion is. Hydrate, psych! In the context any less hilarious, right? It's just so amazing. It's amazing because these things are so bad. Oh no, here we go. I was like, listen, I knew that that curse was coming. The minute that I see those little stupid salamander things, I'm like, here we go. This is gonna, oh, fuck me. Why did I pick you to go near? Oh boy. I am way too close. I'm triggerable. Let's just try and do it anyway. It's not gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Bro, the panic roll is so real right now! Oh, brother. Not again. I know how this ends. Get fucking juked. Oh, a Titanite shard. Tomorrow. Da 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 da. Oh, fuck my life. Oh my god. Time to die, right, Solo? Vibes. Oh my god, am I kidding right now? Over a Titanite shard. Isn't Greatsword? It is. I did get the Greatsword. Just like, oh my god. I just could feel the disaster encroaching upon us and was like, oh no. I'm looking for the damn... Me has a new favorite sound. Let it go down in the record books. A disaster. That was so bad. We die for the shiny, always. Listen, if this death counter does not say hi, is it even a proper Dark Souls run? Oh my god! Right, Gorlak? That's the vibes. Whenever I see Poison Dino Bro, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be- or not Poison Dino Bro. Whenever I see Dino Bro and he's particularly angry, where am I going? Why did I think that this was a plan? What are you? Are you the shrine? No, you're not. I'm having such an ADHD moment in the middle of this rant. Can I please stay on target with my rant? I'm just asking for me. God damn it. Of course, of course, of course. The furries would be on our ass right now. Someone needs to shave their ass, and it's not gonna be me. I said what I said, and I'm standing by it. You can all sue me later. Get rich or die trying, right? It's a vibe. Listen, the noble quest of dying for the shinies. If anybody remembers where the hell... I feel like it's gonna be really funny when we find out that, like, the poison armor was around the corner or something incredibly stupid. I always remember that the mask is here for the curse damage, but I'm like, where is the... I just know that when you actually have, like, it's like an all-white armor, but when you actually have the all-white armor for this area, you experience so much less pain and suffering in your life. And I was like, you know, I would like that. I would generally like to opt in to less suffering. Also, isn't there like an elevator or something here? Oh my god, really? Okay, you don't care about the damage type. Have I finished The Witcher? My replay of The Witcher? No. I actually, so we stopped playing it live on stream because unfortunately, and I don't know why this is true about The Witcher 3, but it just attracts so much toxicity. Like, we were trying to just relax and it would like not be relaxing. Like, Phoenix can testify to this because we were like playing it and it was one of those things where you're like visibly watching your streamer be made uncomfortable. And I was like, I just don't know why it is that The Witcher 3 seems to be the one game where everybody just loses their shit. And suddenly it's like, just becomes the weirdest experience for all. But I was like, please, everyone, keep it together. So we stopped playing it on stream because I was like, there ain't no way. So much when I was playing Witcher, right, Gorlak? I'm just like, dude. Wasn't there a whole ass racist? Dude, there was a whole ass racist that popped out of the woodwork, made everyone in chat uncomfortable who's a veteran, because they were basically like spewing very like... And like, this is the thing, right? So we know that obviously no country in the world is exempt from being like problematic, but like the tone of the discussion towards veterans turns so diabolically nasty that even I, who am like a known critic of the actions of the United States, was like, bro, be quiet. Like, who comes into someone's chat with this? Was an asshole and a know-it-all. Yeah, there was also that one. Oh my god, do you remember the one that was posting the links? Oh my god, Phoenix, we were laughing so hard. I was like, there is basically this whole person who like hasn't read the books, has only played the game, believes that the game's lore is the only lore that ever applies, yada yada yada, and then was like getting so angry that they were like posting links, because they were like, actually you're quite wrong. Post this scholarly article that literally explains I'm right. And I was like, bro, this is why we just can't have nice things. I was like, this is why I left science, guys. I will just become fundamentally a lunatic. I was like, and you could see by the look on my face, God bless poor Phoenix, who could just tell by the look on my face that I was about to lose it. Yeah, the Witcher music is wonderful. The Witcher soundtrack in general, dude. Especially too, like anything in Kaer Morhen, just is my favorite. What's up, Harley? It's nice to see you. Yeah, nameless leggings. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright, alright. One dude was making comments about my ass. Oh my god, Phoenix, it was Elden Ring. We had one guy come in here and was like, jiggle that ass at me. And I was like, do you understand the speed of light at which I'm gonna ban you? I was like, bro, why is it that people are just absolutely insane? I was like, I understand, it's like rough out there, but this is just genuinely bizarre. Good news and bad news. Bad news. I always like to start with bad news. Yeah, it was the most cringe thing that any of us have ever beheld, and I was just like, yep. I was like, that's a thing that's happening right now. Remember I gave him that one warning, we don't do that? He didn't chat, yeah. Well, because I was basically like, listen, it's a really strong way to come in for a first-time chat to any streamer to just be so weird. But I don't think we banned because I was mid-Elden Ring. We were mid-DLC run for Elden Ring, and I was like, I'm not gonna, like, take the time right now to, like, ban this person individually. But it was a situation where I was just like, it's just very tasteless. It's one of those things where, like, it's always very weird. It's weird streamer etiquette, and that's actually something that it would be a really great stream discussion, really, because I don't think that people understand streamer etiquette to begin with. But there's two things that, like, it's just really weird to do. The first is to ever bring up someone's appearance, and then the other thing is to, like, start asking super fucking personal questions while someone's live. It just always weirds out the audience. Whether we're talking about a seasoned streamer or a new streamer. What's up, Jets? Being ass related. It's good to see you, Jet. How you doing? Bro, are we gonna talk about how you're making Will Ramos noises and that's why I recognize you? Oh my god. I just realized that. Yeah, dude, it's just weird when it's like, and it's weird because it's always cringe comments, and I know it's because I'm a woman, because I have literally been in men's chats where it just never happens, and I'm like, bro, just don't ask me weird questions from the lens of, like, trying to be as toxic and bizarre as possible. You know? Like, I have no problem with, like, questions and stuff, but, like, I like it when they at least try and have a little lead in, you know? It gets pretty cringe. Hang on, I want to scroll up and see this. They failed to get a good enough biopsy, so now they're talking about brain surgery on my dad. The other day he was rushed to hospital with chest pain on his left side. They could not find a problem with his heart, so that's up in the air. Harley, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not becoming neurocardiac. I just genuinely think, Gorlak, and I really do stand by this, because I try to be very understanding about also how, like, there's people who really just don't know, internet etiquette. What's up, Zoo? It's good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Basic manners are important. Exactly, Solo. Basic manners, but also just, like, basic dignity for people. Harley, by the way, I am so sorry. What an absolute nightmare. So not only did they not get enough for the biopsy, but now they're also, if I understand, having to... Oh, God. So now they're also having to... Oh, my God. I hope that they're able to find it, dude. I hope that they understand what's going on, because this is strange. I know a little something about the neurocardiac dimming, because I actually recently got diagnosed, for those of you who don't know, with broken heart syndrome because of the death of my partner a few years ago. And it's really interesting how having a stress-induced cardiomyopathy will really change your perspective towards people, because now I'm just like, yeah, definitely changes your perspective. But I hope they're able to find it. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think for what a lot of people don't understand is like streamers are still just people. And it's like, even if someone's very entertaining and funny around topics that are like raunchy, it doesn't mean that it's an excuse to begin like trying to harass them. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about this with the toxic. Dre, welcome in, dude. And thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Effie. As you can see, I'm dying a lot. We are vibing. The wolves have come to howl at the moon. I love that. Izzy, it's good to see you. How are you guys? Dre, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How is your stream? How is Black Myth going? I was looking at that the other day because I was so disappointed with the bummer that Silent Hill 2 wouldn't play for us. Mr. Supreme. Ooh, I love that freaking emote. That looks gorgeous. Always vibing, indeed. Indeed. Oh, our Wolfie boy. Who's playing Black Myth? That is Mr. Dre Wolf. And for those of you, by the way, in my viewers who aren't following Dre, please follow Dre. He is such a wonderful, wonderful person. We have such a good time. Monkey is making me angry tonight. I believe it. I could see that. I want every cosmetic pack. Oh my god, Harley. I'm so excited. Wait, that's actually so dope. Congratulations, Harley. And welcome in, Ohm. How are you guys? I'm so sorry, Dre, that it's driving you crazy. I have heard that, though. I have definitely heard that that game can get like a little bit tense, you know? It has its moments. I was check the wall later, yeah. My second Refall playthrough. Ooh, good luck, Phoenix. Doesn't really balance out, but good news is good news. Indeed, and listen, every cosmetic pack in Conan is still a win as far as I'm concerned. Also, let me do this because the sound effect is driving me crazy. Listen, it's a rough... I have heard many great things about that game, especially from the lore front, but from the... I love how I only have +1 scimitars, and I'm like, yeah, let me face up against this demon. This is like the epitome of a disaster that you're all about to witness. Whoopsie. Hang on. What's the Nameless Knight armor? Oh, this looks cool as hell. What's the resistance? Honestly, I should wait on this guy. Oh yeah, because I have the portal here too. Are you kidding me that I was not wearing the... No, I was. I got a default ending the other night, but didn't New Game Plus instead said continue, and now I'm going for the other ending. Oh, you can continue? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a game where, like, it's so funny, because originally I didn't think that we were going to play it, if I'm honest with you guys, but then as time has gone on, I'm like, maybe we are going to play it. I'm like, especially too, because I really, really expected Silent Hill 2 to work, and then when it didn't, I was like, oh, I'm sad. The bummer is here. Yeah. This is not going to help us at all. What do we have? Besides not a prayer. Well, we have 1 Estus in this. Let's just see what we can collect from this guy. I guess worst case scenario, I'm in a really good spot to get crushed to death if I have to. An ember, thank you. Can I have an ember? Thank you. Wow, it's a good thing that I whiffed. It's so reminiscent of the prison demon. Bird tree avatar pog. I know, right? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. You bitch. Wow, I was alive. I was going so hard for that shiny. I was riding for that shiny. It's legit an epic experience. And yeah, honestly, Dre, I'm excited. That's one of the ones that we're definitely gonna do. The vibes are immaculate. Indeed, Smee. You ain't wrong. That was exactly what that was. 1 HP left. I was like, man, without a prayer in the world. Let's see this. Hang on. Oh yeah, because isn't there like an illusory wall over here that we gotta smack? Ooh, wait, hang on. I hate everything. Please. Imagine. Oh my god, thank you. Hallelujah. Which one is it? Isn't it like... No. We gotta run around the other side. Literally with 1 HP left. It just kills me. Yeah. Dream Chaser's ashes. What does that mean we can- oh, probably the poison stuff. I'm like, listen, we got one shiny left. Then he can just stand there and pace forever, you know? But that's the thing, Dre. I heard it's very cinematic, which I was like, ooh, I'm definitely warm towards something cinematic. You know what I mean? I feel like there's certain games where what they bring to the table in a great story makes it worth all of the frustration of difficult combat. Like, I've heard that about, oh my god, what was the... Oh my god, I've heard that about Ghost of Tsushima. I was going to quote the new game. And I was like, wait, that's not the one I mean. I absolutely hate you with every breath in my body. Great axe! Nice! Alright, well worth the trade of my death. I knew it was gonna be something good. I was like, there's no way that you can tell me that this is gonna be dookie. Also, what's down the other way? 69 deaths. Nice. I saw that too and was like, ooh, we might have to keep that. Also, I don't know why I'm not doing the thing where we run over the elevator. And are like, yes, we're obviously gonna keep the elevator. Also, hang on, I gotta check something. Alright, let's see. We are going to... It was just my bestie being my bestie. We were talking about, just like weird icks and all that stuff. Let's see, what is on the other side of you? So I cannot just... No, this is where we were. Was this? No, this is not the high wall, right? No, no way. This is totally... I remember you. Oh my god, I can't believe that I actually remember this. This is like... Okay, so for Dre and Raiders and everybody who's new and has no idea what the hell I'm about to say, I have not touched this game in 7 years, and there are just random things that I am suddenly remembering that are coming back to me as if it is like from the haze of memory and time. I'm having these moments where I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Like, why is this coming back to me? Ooh, lightning spear would be nice. Nameless King references. Oh, actually, whoever asked me what my favorite fight is before, I would actually have to say that of the favorite things that I have seen, the Nameless King. I think that everything about Faram is like the coolest Dark Souls, like, lore burial that anyone has ever seen. Have I played Resident Evil 8? I've seen snippets of it. I have not played it myself. Bro, I am so beyond not where I should be weapon-wise. I've got to play this sometimes. Yeah, dude, it's the most relaxing vibes. Nameless King was so good. So much death, yeah. He's just a beautiful fight. Like, Faram's lore is the coolest freaking thing. I've heard really good things. I haven't played any of the Resident Evils, though. I really want to play them all in order. I feel like that would be a very fun project. Mainly because it's quite challenging, actually. First phase makes me want to break shit, yeah. Dude, Nameless King as a fight is rough. Nameless King in general is just a rough time. Sister Fried all day. I know, Sister Fried is gorgeous. She's so freaking cool. She gives that really awesome vibe of being like... How do I put this? Nameless King after playing Elden Ring? Well, yeah, I mean, if you're coming to it only after playing Elden Ring, then yeah, I think anything that the Souls games have to offer is going to be disappointing in contrast to the pure scale of what Elden Ring has to offer. However, I will say this, for me with Nameless King, I'm very addicted to the lore about what happened with him and the dragons and Gwyn and basically the knights and just the whole idea that, like, he basically turned on his dad, you know? Like, it's actually really interesting lore to sort of go through. Welcome in, Hell. Beam in like 10 goes, failed and took another 100 before beating it. I'm so sorry. Deadass at the bonfire. Another charity stream type thing. Ooh, that would be a really good idea. Crystal, I really like that. We could do that. The whole Resident Evil series for charity stream. Because I do have actually an event, another event coming up in the future. I have to finalize everything. But we are going to have another big special event, so everyone keep an eye out. I'm not going to say it's going to be immediate because your girl needs a little bit of rest. Especially because I had crazy events. So at the end of this most recent fantastic charity event, which by the way, thank you again to everybody who contributed, I unfortunately had like the kind of nightmare personal situation where you really realize that there are people in this industry that like cannot be happy for you. And it was one of these moments where I was just like, dear God in heaven. I was like, I'm so glad that I don't vibe that way. Yeah, Crystal, that would be dope because I would love that. I freaking love the idea of going through all of the Resident Evils. I've never had the chance, but I've always wanted to ever since I was younger. It was just one of those things where, like, I'll put it to you guys this way. I just had other priorities, you know? Like, when I was growing up, I was more of a Silent Hill girly because of the aesthetic. But, like, Resident Evil has always been something that I've had, like, as a footnote in my mind where I'm like, you know, we really should go back through that. No, I was just saying, Jordan, I haven't. I'm just saying we might have to do a whole Resident Evil playthrough because I haven't played any of the Resident Evil games. I've seen it though. I know Lady D because I feel like to not know Lady D is almost like a cardinal sin of working in gaming. Like, if you guys have not seen Markiplier's coverage, I'm a lore junkie, same. Also, I can't believe that Automod really was like, ah yes, how dare the term lore junkie be bullying. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Resident Evil or 6, the weird one? I think it's 7 that didn't fit with them, if I remember. Just guarantees the win too easily, and I don't want that, but with him I'm just getting about, oh dear. I know that feeling, Zoot. I know that feeling well. Lady Beneviento the doll maker? I have no idea who that is, so I have no idea if I should be offended or not. But I will say this much, usually whenever anybody puts anything with no offense in the sentence, it always makes me scratch my head. No, it's 6. 7 is before 8. Okay, so 7 makes sense. The first time on stream was amazing. Yeah, I've heard amazing things about Village. I really, really am rooting for the new ones that they're making. I'm really rooting for the new stuff, you know? She's the daughter of Miranda. Oh, wait. Mother Miranda, right, the mutant. Do you mean the doll maker? Who's the doll maker daughter? I know of Lady D, the vampire one, the big one. I'm trying to think here. I'm like, it's been so long. That was me, more like Resident of Duty. Wait, that's actually so funny. I kind of love that mashup name. What am I missing out here? I got the Titanite shard. He's the one with a veil. Oh, do you mean the whatchamacallit? There's like Donna Beneviento. My fave lord, Donna Beneviento. It's so funny to me that Donna is in Italian a woman. It's like, sometimes I don't think that they understand, like, technically if you were to take that loosely, it would be like the welcoming woman. Translation-wise, and so it's just kind of funny to me that, like, the welcoming woman. And her creepy doll. I mean, in fairness, I do have an IRL haunted doll, so, like, I'm not totally upset with that, you know? That does track. What is up there? How do we get up there? Salamander man. He is one of the kindest. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, then. Wait, that's so nice. There was the big cute baby. But Lady D is the most scary. I love Lady D. I love Lady D. She's just the most wonderful. I love her bitchy tone. It just gives me life. Everything about her honestly makes me very happy. Can I please just have the— I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing my mind. I hate you so much. And a homeward bone. Someone needs to shave. Someone needs to shave. That's my new insult for this. There was the big cute baby. Her in real life too, Lady D. I feel bad for killing the daughters. On the other, I'd rather not be eaten alive. I love Lady D. No, I really do. I think Lady D's personality. It was me right there at the end of the stream. Oh my god, Dre, that's such a vibe. Yes, I completely resonate with that. These games will definitely have you there. I feel like any of the Soulsborne, Souls-likes, and anything in the genre, it's just like so immediately relatable because you're like, dear God in heaven. There comes a point at which you're just like, this has been a slog. Shaving. Listen, when it comes to them legs, like manscaping is in. Manscaping can be in. I'm just saying, it's looking a little rough. That baby IMO is the scariest thing in video games. I'm trying to remember the giant baby. God, we're really gonna have to do a Resident Evil playthrough because I'm like, I kind of loosely remember this, but it's been so long. Like, I'm trying to think of what the creepy doll looked like. Oh shit. Leave it to me. I love how I always get lost in the Poison Swamp. Am I the only creator who gets lost in the Poison Swamp every time? You know what it reminded me of though, Ka, and you're gonna love this? It reminded me of Boss Baby for absolutely no reason. You guys just brought up the movie Boss Baby in my brain for absolutely no good reason that exists. And you see feet. I'd be pretty okay with that. I mean, she's hot, you know? Why Effie dies a lot? Clara, have you been watching the stream? There's a trend here. There's one common trend of all of the Soulsborne, Souls-likes. The baby, the darkness, the lack of weapons, nightmare fuel. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it definitely, I think giant baby is definitely not a thing that you would want to square up to. It definitely is not giving the warm and fuzzy vibes of something that I would want to deal with, you know? I barely remember Boss Baby. Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain to figure out if I have seen this. I'm like, maybe? Oh, I hate this man. Shush. What's up, Forward? Nice to see you. I'd beat that baby's ass. It's so funny because I'm like thinking back in my brain that I'm like, have I seen a giant baby? But I'm almost positive that it probably just doesn't look like what I'm thinking it looks like in my head. But I have the Boss Baby animated baby, and that's what's coming to mind. I don't know though. I think Lady D is cool. I was like, the minute that I saw her, she was just radiating hot girl energy to me, you know? Like, basically the minute that I even beheld Lady D, I was like, I'm in heaven mentally. I'm in heaven. She's lovely. She's got that sassy personality where she, like, doesn't care about anything. Or no, she cares, but she's actually, like, she's more of, like, angry lady. Duke is also the scary one. Is he the one with the machine gun? There's one of them that was like very unhinged with a machine gun that I was like, you know something, that would actually scare me a bit. Like being 100% candid. Oh, gold pine. This is lightning, right? Oh great, an ember as I die. I hate everything. It was right there. Well, yeah, I mean, any guy that has that much power, especially economic power in a world like that, is gonna be terrifying. I mean, you gotta realize, like, you know how metal that you have to be selling weapons? In a world where Duke is sus as fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, cause, like, for me, arms dealers are always a little bit questionable, but, like, Duke is definitely giving a special level of unhinged. I feel like I want to get every shiny in the swamp because I'm almost convinced that it's going to be the armor, but I love how I'm gonna find this armor probably 5 seconds after I stop needing it. I feel like it's gonna be in the stupidest zone. I think it's a real culprit, probably. Usually, I will say, usually when you have that much economic influence in a spot like that, it's like, the methods by which you gain that power are always gonna be questionable, you know? Golden Scroll. What are these? Oh, they're the sorceries, aren't they? My most favorite game of all time. Interesting. I mean, I can understand why. I've heard that Resident Evil Village is just amazing. It's like, basically everyone I've heard that's played it has just fallen in love with it. And I feel like just vibe-wise, I mean in general, like any kind of giant vampire lady is always going to be a win. Because I mean, think about it. It's a giant vampire lady. And especially a giant, fantastically well voice acted vampire lady. I think I just missed the last shrine. No, I know what I miss. Oh god, here we go. It's this weirdo, then we gotta run down here. And it's not that. Oh god in heaven. Remember the ending was so heartwarming? Of 8? Are we remembering the same... Or are you talking about the newer DLC that came out for it? Because didn't they do like Rose's story or something? Duke was out there barefoot. That's all the sus you need. Yeah, that's true, Ka. That's true. Especially as like a neurodivergent, you would never catch me barefoot anywhere. Like if I'm barefoot somewhere, I'm not doing well. Yeah, it's Rose's story. Okay, okay. So I could see that being heartwarming. I was like... Heartwarming. The base game? Because I'm not gonna lie, that base game was not giving cozy. I'm wearing shoes at home. Phoenix is like, I agree with this sentiment. And you know something? That's a person of good reason and sense. I do not do barefoot, ever. I'm one of those people where like, the sensory experience is horrible. Just horrible. Also, like, my feet get cold. I don't know how people don't have their toes get cold. I have such serious thyroid problems that I can't mention, like, I can't mess with any of that. I don't know why my brain auto-filled that with mention. Oh, crap. Oh, please don't. Lovely. But I'll hunt for some socks. Yeah, I always wear socks. I won't do shoes, but always socks. He gave up his own life for his daughter. Yeah, I mean, like, so this is my thing. I don't remember enough of the story to properly critique it, but I always have, like, kind of a mixed reaction towards those endings. So one thing I've never liked with games is when they basically go for like the forced tearjerker ending. Like one of my absolute favorites is actually The Last Guardian, because that game basically just keeps on repeatedly punching you with different emotional conclusions as you play it. So we'll see when we get there. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of one of those where I feel like it could go either way. What am I missing? I know that there's like 1, 2, 3. Is it you? This is totally a follow the fire situation. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go... Yeah, I definitely have to follow the fires if I'm remembering correctly to get to the other ones. Nope, you just gotta do your own research. I always think it's really funny, like, I always think it's really funny when people would want something like a Hogwarts IRL, because I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I wasn't getting the vibes that anybody actually gave a crap about those kids. I don't know what you guys and your impression was, but like, the way that I perceived it is I was like, man, I would not want to be at a high school where like, I was nearly dying every other weekend, and my professor was like, whoopsie, please take a bath and listen to this giant singing egg. Like, please no. I was like, this feels remotely unhinged, you know? I was like, I like schools where adults are definitely adults and seem to like give a shit. But no, it's about, like, basically any of the occult studies IRL is so much of your own work. The janitor hated their guts, right, Ka? And honestly, in fairness to Filch, yeah, McGonagall was the only competent one and she was chronically overworked, but also so was Snape. I guess, like, Snape kind of kept... See, here's the thing. We didn't hear that much about Slytherin getting out of line until the very later books. So I feel like Snape did a pretty competent job as one of the heads of house. It's just this very bizarre situation where it's like... all of the adults in this situation just genuinely seem to hate these kids. And for me, I could just never wrap my head around that, even as a small child. I was like, why do y'all seem to hate these kids so much? What does gravity stand for? Ooh. It would fall for a lot, but I can't figure out what it would stand for. I got the vibe Hogwarts cared for its students. Yeah, no. Did you see what Harry was able to be subjected to because Dumbledore was, like, basically doing these grotesque tests on him? He was basically like an experiment by several members of staff. There was nothing. I like that Spodermoss. Like, McGonagall cared and Snape cared, but that was the only two that I really ever had the vibe actually cared about their students at all. Dumbledore certainly fucking didn't. The amount of times that he could have actually, like, done anything for Harry to make his life easier, and instead he was constantly put through, like, the ringer instead. I was just, like, sitting there thinking about this the other day with a friend of mine, and I was like, genuinely, that was one of the roughest mentor-student dynamics. Like, as somebody who has mentored students, I can never actually imagine putting my students through that. Or most likely knew about the Dursleys. Yeah, it really pisses me off about the Dursleys and their freaking abuse that was just able to proceed. You're right, Phoenix. That does really tick me off. I never even thought about that, but you're right. You are right. I think for me what gets me about the series, and has always gotten me as time goes on, right, is that, like, so Rowling had some moments where she definitely stumbles into some stuff that's like a cool little occult Easter egg, if you will, out in the wild. But, like, when it comes to actually traditional principles, her books are so far off that I just remember so many people getting so butthurt about kids reading them when I was growing up, because they were like, it's gonna lead to kids practicing witchcraft, and I was like, bruh, this isn't even the fundies. Not only that, but Dumbledore didn't even try giving Harry Potter training as the chosen. It's always been a weird vibe for that reason, hasn't it? Like, when you think about it that way, it is kind of weird. It's like, I understand that part of the journey is the self-actualization, but it's definitely one of those moments where you just kind of look at something and you're like, in retrospect, I would like a situation with more adults. At the same time, I also don't think that everything has to be the Lord of the Rings. That's kind of why I've always gravitated more towards, like, The Witcher, because I really love that the books actually center on Ciri. Like, you know how many times that I hear people be like, oh yeah, the books are about Geralt? I'm like, bro, you did not read the books. The books are about Ciri. It's basically like Geralt the whole time is pretty much just a whining, very annoying person in the series, where for most of the whole series, you're just like, Geralt is such a pain in the butt. It takes almost an absurdly long time. Malleus Maleficum. Some of it, yes. Not all of it. I kind of sample it as needed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi, buddy. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Here we are again. Actually feels like Dumbledore is wanting Harry to sacrifice himself like a lamb to the slaughter. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's one of those things that I would definitely like to go back there and try out again. I love how this guy was just flat out waiting here so patiently. Like, brother, what is happening here? It's worth another read through, because I think one of the sadder parts about the books is that for me, the general vibe that I had, well, because like even in the situation, for example, with Hermione, it's like Hermione was so clearly way above where she should have been class-wise that it always felt very sad for me as somebody who was very precocious growing up. I was like, man, I wish that somebody would like look out for these kids' academic interests better, if I'm honest. Like, maybe it's just me speaking as a former mentor, but like, I don't know. I always hated it when my students would be like in classes where they're like clearly way above their level and nobody's recognizing it. This guy jump scares, I remember that. The panic rolls! Are you kidding? My brother in Christ, please. What are my reviews of it? It's a useful source text for the limited uses that it has, but I prefer the Grimoire Encyclopedia for all of those purposes, if I'm honest with you guys. Ooh, sorcerer stuff. Speaking of Harry Potter, that's kind of funny. Hey, hands off the merchandise. Hey, the sage ring. Cool. I think part of the problem that I've always had with Harry Potter, right, is that it's like, it's a fantastic series and it's very nostalgic, but the way that people have made it almost like a cult and sometimes just make the most bizarre statements regarding it. Like, I've always been very weirded out by the, I will say, elder millennial culture when it gets a little cringe with it, but I feel this way about every single fandom known to man, if you guys have heard these rants before, where it's just like, I'm never a fan of anything that makes people start designing like whole personality tests based off of it and being like, ah, yes, this is my creed. This is how you treat people. This is how a whole group of people operates. And unfortunately, there's almost like no fandom as rife with that issue, it seems, as Harry Potter. So I've just always been very like, I'm wary of it. You get what I mean? Some of my teachers wanted to put me in honors, but I refused because I didn't think my mind would do well with extra work. I kind of regret it, but I'm also glad that, yeah. And this is the thing, right? I think when you have really good, especially academic mentors around you, part of the job of the academic mentors is to figure out fitness-wise, like for your students, how good of a match that somebody is for the particular contours of the classes that they're in. So it's just what I always saw with Hermione that always made me like a little bit sad as an academic myself, is like, you know, she was so far beyond everybody else who could ever even like hope to be in her grade. Like, she was so far beyond her level that to me, the fact that she was not admitted into classes to just like be fast-tracked into becoming an Auror was the weirdest thing in the series. And honestly, if I'm real, the most unrealistic, because her parents, even though they were like arguably dentists, would probably have like pushed for her to be in advanced studies. I don't know how much that they actually knew of what she was learning, but there's just certain little things that like, there's just certain little details that I never really saw followed through on, and it kind of made me frustrated because as somebody who actually was really decent in academics and that was it, I was like, it'd be nice to circle back. Which I had when I was younger was ADHD medicine. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And that's honestly, that's the other aspect of things, right? So like there's some like Seamus where I was like, I feel like it was kind of implied that certain characters had certain different needs, but we never really saw that in the wizarding world or how people were also accommodated for. And those were like questions that I had, you know? So I really enjoyed that aspect actually of Hogwarts Legacy where like they were showing us like the accommodations, I think, for certain characters at one point. I need to go back and revisit. Someone who had the highest Jack and is how he could shove down his throat without Chucky. Yeah. And like that's the bummer, I think, as well, Harley, of the situation, is that it's like I understand that people are like, well, she picked Ron because they're friends and the emotional, and I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. And like this happens in the real world all the time. That's one of the more realistic parts of the story. But it's like heartbreakingly realistic, you know? It's one of those moments in the story where you're like, God damn it. You're like, this is painfully accurate. Don't be accurate. And it's just, I see it happen even too with like my friends and stuff. I'm just like, oh man. Actually, my best friend was literally just telling me, she was like, I just want you to get the ick for this guy. She was like, I just want you to get the ick for this guy to such a degree that you just find him absolutely repulsive and are horrified by him when he shows up. And I was like, you know that you have a true best friend when that is their response to a guy who's done you dirty. And it's not even any longer about like closure and resolution. It's like, fuck all that noise. I want you to hate his fucking guts. And I was like, man, I love her so much. It's so she's so real for that. Yeah, Ron definitely behaved at times towards Hermione in ways that I was just like, this is kind of sad, if I'm honest with you guys. I had a nomination for National Honor Society and my mom said she lost the paper. Oh, Phoenix, I'm so sorry, dude. That really sucks. Those National Honor Societies, too, are really useful. Like, surprisingly so. I have always been surprised by how much more handy mine has come into than I have ever thought it would. Like, when I first joined the National Honor Society, I was like, there's no way that I'm ever gonna use this, and I still use the discounts to this day. Her married girl could barely see past the boy who lived. Moniker. Dead mother was a step too far. I think marrying someone who looks like his dead mom is not that weird, if I'm honest with you. Because I've seen a lot of that, Harley. I think for me, the bigger thing is like... I think for me, the bigger flaw that I've always had with the whole situation with Ginny is that she just didn't have that much fleshed out personality beyond what was implied heavily by the text. Also, don't worry, we're going to restart the game. I see the flinching. I don't know why my game will suddenly do this crap. It's very weird. I don't know why it's specifically the Souls, too. It's specifically the Soulsborns that do this and not any other game. But yeah, I think more so even than the appearance, the issue is that we just didn't get a whole lot of time with Jenny. Like, I would have enjoyed more time with her. You know, it's like in Chamber of Secrets, they kind of intonate at the idea that she has, like, a life, but we don't actually get to really see much of her hobbies, much of her interests. Like, a lot of the female characters in Harry Potter really weren't that fleshed out, to the point where, like, we also have no idea why Harry even had a crush on Cho Chang. And this is something that I have thought about. Like, it's one of my Roman empires, right, is the way that, like, female characters are treated in literature. And one of the things that has always mystified me about Rowling is I'm like, imagine being this author, right, who is herself someone who identifies as female, but then like your female characters don't feel like they have a richness to them. Like we didn't even see all that many hobbies of Hermione's. It just felt very like one-dimensional at times. I just, you know, I wanted to see more. And I think that this is one of the things that we were all hoping for, maybe with like Hogwarts Legacy and like follow-up products. And I would love for them to expand in it more. More of a personality in the books. I remember that she was apparently known to be sassy. Yeah, like the whole thing with Ginny is that she's supposed to be very sassy. She's supposed to be very forthright. And it's like, we don't actually get to see though all that much of it from how she's represented. Like even in the source text, we don't really spend time with her. And I think that that's something that for me has just been one of those, it's just kind of one of those details that I note because we spend so much time with like Harry and Ron, but I couldn't tell you what Harry's hobbies were outside of like Quidditch or interests. It's like kind of the same thing with Ron. It's like, what other hobbies did these guys have? What other extracurriculars? What other fun stuff? Like, I think one of the problems, right, is that when you create a beautiful, expansive fantasy world, it's like, well, duh, of course we want more of it. Good night, Dre. Thank you so much for the raid, dude, and for being here. It's been awesome to hang with you. Oh my god, I completely forgot that this section exists. Wait, this is actually so funny. Oh my god. And what's up, Goodwin? It's nice to see you. How's your day going? Y'all, I am laughing. I forgot about this. We saw about Luna than Ginny. I would not have been upset with Ron and Hermione if Harry had someone like Luna. Yeah, I was surprised. So I was never surprised by the Luna and Neville mashup. That felt like perfect and well-timed. I think for me, the one that really got me about the situation with like the Harry-Ginny thing was that for me, the part of the story that it made no sense from the standpoint of is that we're just at one point in the books we're basically just suddenly supposed to co-opt Ginny as like our like ideal candidate, that like Harry's always had a thing for her, and it just I don't know. I just kind of feel like that went so fast from like blind hero worship, as you're saying, into like, oh, now they're suddenly into each other, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. I learned so much because the Dursleys punished him for doing better than Dudley. That makes sense, Phoenix. See, that I like. And that's where I think that the fan fiction community comes through. I think that that's a big part of the Harry Potter nostalgia and vibes. God damn. Artorias' former comrades. Dude, these cutscenes still go so hard. I love looking into how FromSoft, by the way, does their cutscenes and like they're zooming the angles. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that with like the Elden Ring DLC, but there was a whole examination into the way that FromSoft does these cutscenes and angles. I think you and I have very different definitions of the word fun, but we're gonna try it out. I always have a bad time in this one. I mean, it's kind of a similar moveset in some weird, newer way to Artorias. Oh, fuck me. That one's gonna wake up. Now, these two don't actually do friendly fire, which is so annoying. I wish that they did. At least they don't heal. Can you guys imagine if it was Millennia? I wish I had a longer sword. This is where I need a greatsword. Oh boy. Man, I wish I could parry, because this fight would probably be so much fun with parries. Oh shit. Whew. Hang on. Alright. We're gonna do this. She's gonna figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's lock in. Wait, I think, yeah, Millennia heals every hit. So, like, luckily these guys don't, because if they did, your girl would be raging. I'm not even kidding you. Also, we're gonna do this real quick. She has like lifesteal, yeah. She basically has lifesteal with every single hit. That's why I'm like, thank God that these guys don't, because I would be having life crisis at this moment. You know? It wouldn't be pretty. Alright, let's see. We're gonna try and see if we can actually upgrade some weapons, because we have got a lot that we can do here. I'm using basically like a level 1 weapon.
Is good. What needs?
And oh, did we ever do this? We didn't even do this. That's actually hilarious. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see. Can we do more with you? We can. I do like, it is an Orenstein. I know. That's what I'm saying is like, Orenstein sucked, dude. That was a rough one. It's a beautiful fight though. Like, I will say this, out of all the fights that we've ever done, that one definitely has the most, oomph to it. It's just one of those fights where you're like, dear God, once was enough. Once was plenty. Didn't we just get a hollow gem? Oh, we haven't found the thing yet for him to be able to put that in, have we? Harry was raised as a goblin? Wait, that's actually amazing. Do I need to repair things? No, thank God.
Be careful, I don't want.
Alright, let's give this to her. I keep forgetting that we need to really check in at Firelink between things. I just like kind of do this thing where I just run away.
Oh yes, I'm clinging to you. It must come towards down.
I'm like, where do I gotta bring these things? Alright, here's the basic Titanite. To +3. We have ours at what currently?
Ashen 1.
I'm definitely down. That sounds amazing, Harley. I always love that kind of stuff.
That is good. What neat?
So what would we need for this? We would need 7. We need literally one more.
Be careful.
Hang on. I can address this situation. Actually, I literally can. I think I literally have it. Whoops. Where he and Tom Voldemort were at the orphanage. See, I like that one. The orphanage together sounds like that one would be really compelling. Because that was the thing too, is like, I was always very interested by Tom Riddle's past and all of his little details. Yeah, there we go.
Pretty be careful.
I'm like, alrighty. We can do this. We've also got to remember that we're a pyromancer per crystal. Aw, rip. Ripperoni.
Oh, I am Uriel. Thanks to thee, allow me to express my... Another matter, that a Lord bearer of the dark, for the time thou remainst our Lord, and I, of course.
It's the way that she said that. Oh yeah, these are like the dark.
That a Lord bearer for the time, and I, till we meet again.
And I am also thine is very... Well, studies text to outfit Harry for the Hogwarts Express. Can you imagine Hermione's reaction to a well-built young Mr. Darcy? I can imagine my reaction. I can certainly imagine my reaction, and it would be quite a lot.
Oh, champ, do you wish to?
So what are these? Cure ailments for self and vicinity is so... Oh, that would actually be so nice. I wasn't gonna go Faith. I wasn't gonna go Faith build, but this could work. Do we have... I thought we have heal aid. But I don't think that that's the same as this. Let's just see.
Oh, champion of these, of course, only the little creep.
Alright, what are they? Oh, they're expansive. Blessed corpses, transforming them in trap, prevent spells. Return to caster. Oh, homeward bone. Reinforced right weapon with dark would actually be pretty sick. I kind of want that. Hang on.
I pray for your...
Yeah, I feel like Hermione would absolutely have bowled over for that. I think that's one of the things, though, is that I think that Rowling knew, and I could be completely wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that Rowling knew that people were expecting that. Why do I have this? The Pale Tongue. Oh, because I probably collected it. I was like, the confusion is so real right now. Also, we haven't done Pickle Pea, which we should do. What was the Dark Souls character like in Bloodborne? They called him a hunter. What was the call? The coil? Wait, what? The witch? I'm so sorry, that confused me. Do you mean the... Oh shit, I haven't played Bloodborne in so long. Influence the pairing for the final book. You never know. I mean, it did definitely feel tidier to have him and Jenny together. But yeah, what is Pickle Pea? I never figured that out. Oh my god, that's what we're talking about, is Pickle Pea. Pickle Pea is like a little... I want to say it's a pygmy. It feels like it's a pygmy. I'm not sure though, and I'm not confident in that assessment of mine. Please don't listen to me. I'm not like very good at the lore of these games as of yet, but no one survived the burning. Yeah, it's very, well, I mean, there's DLC stuff, but that's a good point. I don't know who Pickle Pea is. That's a really good question. I know that there is one. There is one in Bloodborne, right? That's like a thing. Oh, I should have been going endurance for this. What do they call the Dark Souls character for what? I literally don't know what character that you're referring to. iPhone keyboard. Just make the wrong word. Oh, you're fine, Abad. Welcome in, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't know which character you mean. If you mean Pickle Pea, like the merchant, we just call him Pickle Pea. He's at like the top of Firelink Shrine, I think. The bird nest asked for Pickle Pea, and it was always like, the fuck are you talking about? The main character? I think we just call them a champion of Ash. I mean, so it depends on what side that you're on, right? So some people would just call them like a hollow. Other people would call them a champion of Ash. My character's name is Ashera because I named her that, but like my understanding in this is that because you have the two separate factions, the title will change accordingly. I hate these things. They're so bad. Oh, I should have waited for them to get to them. See, this is my problem. I'm so hasty. I think I know what you're talking about though, like the old hunter, right? Like it's like, oh, is there an old hunter? And I'm trying to be like, I think probably the closest thing that we would have in Dark Souls would be Artorias, who definitely fits that role of like the same vibe. Let's let these guys fight because this is actually kind of entertaining. I was not aware that we could watch these guys fight, by the way, but I kind of love this. I love the idea that they're in this like ongoing battle. The one where Harry was a badass but also scary as hell. The entire town was abusive and bullying, yeah. It's very, I think for me, what always kind of gets me with the fan fiction from these series is that you just get to see so much of how creative that the audience is, and I'm like, man, can you guys imagine if we were able to make that stuff canon? Yeah, I do too, dude. I was looking at those as well, and I was like, man, if I could just get one of those guys down, and then I was like, no, I can't. Like, this guy right now is probably gonna be the end of me. Yeah, here we go. But like, your girl can dream, you know? A girl can dream. I love how everything just hates me, but they just also hate each other. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Oh, you piece! Yeah, you know what though? This is one of the better fights in this game, if I'm honest, because of how you have to like sort of do this weird dodge where you're like jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out. Yeah, you do. You really do. You have to be very aggro in this. And I keep forgetting that. Thank you for the follow, dude. And I agree about it. I'm kind of in the same boat because it's been 7 years since I picked up this game, which like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, for it having been 7 years, I'm not doing that bad, all things considered. Like, some of this has been, I would say, actually, I was surprised that the tree took us so long, but I was also only using a +1 hand axe, which is, like, pretty bad. Blades and bows, rated E for everyone, exactly. Blades and bows and Effie's overly sharp tongue. Because, trust me, folks learned this last weekend, folks learned. You know it's good when my father's eyebrows were actually, like, on the ceiling. I hate the timing on you. Oh, the Abyss Watchers. Oh, baby, the Abyss Watchers. YouTube is going to be so confused. YouTube's going to be like, why is she uploading 2 episodes in one day? Like, what is happening? Hang on, we're going to have no time to actually... I mean, I guess, do they like fire or no? Probably not, but I'm also going to have no opening to do this. Hang on, let me see. We might be best off just doing something like... What do? You do strike. No, you do parry, actually. Oh, that's them heavy rolls. That was abysmal. Alright, let's, yeah. The cell sword would be better. I'm like, what do we have that can like, actually the Fallen Knight would not be bad. This set looks so damn good that I have no objections to using it for most of the game. I don't know why, but I get like, and I know that everybody says this, right, with Fashion Souls, but like for some reason, I always forget about it until it is literally the minute when I need it the most. Yeah, let's just see. Hopefully two-handing this is gonna actually improve our stats with it. What is my favorite Souls game? So for me, it's probably gonna be Elden Ring because we have to jump in the aesthetics. However, I will say this, if you were to ask me like, favorite Soulsborne that you will always think about and return to, it's actually this one. I love Dark Souls 3 the most out of all of them. I will say that Bloodborne has the most compelling story. But the thing is with Bloodborne is that it actually manages to jump scare me, so I get very freaked out by Bloodborne in a way that this game just doesn't really get me to. Like, I can't get scared of this game. Whereas, like, even in Dark Souls Remastered, like, I was actually getting jump scared for real. It was intense. It was a lot. I was like, holy shit. But this is the game that, like, aesthetic wise, like when I decorate my space, right? Like when I pick up like goth girl stuff, I'm just like, yeah, I think of Dark Souls 3. And I don't know why that is. I think part of it has to do with the fact that I am definitely someone who is... Certain spell casting time would be useful. Thank you. Oh, hello. That would have been nice to have. As with that, I just don't pay attention to the things that I pick up, apparently. It's fine. Totally great. Totally what you want. Alright, let's also put on... let's do one thing. First of all, we're gonna switch this to that. Thank you, Abad. Appreciate that. I love Elden Ring for the aesthetics, but I like the games in different seasons. Let me say that one of my absolute favorites, and I always go back to this with Bloodborne. I love playing Bloodborne in like January when like the vibes are just doldrumy. Same with like Dark Souls 1. I love going back to them when we're in like that kind of a vibe because I feel like it's very relaxing. It's very moody. See, Alex, thank you so much for the 5,000 biddies. Dude, that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming in with the vibes. How you doing, dude? It's so nice to see you. Vibes and the stream alive. Unlike Effie in game, bot. I love how my bot just calls me out. I love how my right hand is literally just like, My right hand is like ashamed. See, Alex, it's so good to see you. How you doing, dude? And thank you so much for the 5,000 biddies. That is so freaking dope, dude. I love the hype, especially for the Abyss Watchers. I feel like this is definitely one of the best boss fights in the game, period. Just mechanics-wise and aesthetics-wise. There's something really fun about looking at these bosses, you know? Like, look at how similar that the moveset is to Artorias. It really is giving Artorias, isn't it? Oh, wow. Man, if I just had a little bit more reach. No, not ads during a boss fight. Twitch. So this is a case where I gotta like pay attention to the one while avoiding the others, right? Isn't this like the Mariushka dolls? Maybe that's not the word. That might not be the right term for it. Oh god. Oh my god. Actually, could these two please fight each other? Wow. I love though that we get this little chance to like... Bro, I barely hit these men. Where's my Elden Ring summons? I miss Torrent. I really miss Torrent. I'd be doing laps on these bros. Aw, oh, damn it. You guys got here just in time to watch me die. I was like, I miss Torrent. I was going on this rant of like, man, can we all just take a moment to appreciate the wonder of the world that is freaking Torrent when you have to actually do this manually? I'm like, you know something? I had it too good. A fan and a good story no matter how much your skills. I agree, Abad. I think that that's one thing too that a lot of people get very butthurt about when it comes to the Souls franchise in general. I think it's very, very punishing. And it's one of those series, right, where you learn a lot about your own like patience, capacity, mental health, all these like lovely things. But it's also downright freaking infuriating. And anyone who pretends that these games are not infuriating is completely lying. Like they are just 100% lying. Because this is like the bane of your existence, and you get some of that in Elden Ring, but for the most part in Elden Ring, you can pretty effectively outrun a lot of the stuff that plagues you. And I think that that's one of the things where like, and it's so funny because people have all kinds of opinions on that one way or the other. But for me, the thing that has always really kind of kept me coming back to the Souls game is the aesthetic. Like, would I love to see a version of these games? Okay, why does this game keep doing this? Do you guys see the little stutter, or is it just me? I think one thing that always keeps me coming back to these games is the fact that, like, as a goth girl, this is just, like, what I would 100% sign up to have. Aesthetic-wise, forever. Alright, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna see if the stutter persists. I don't know why it does this. I gotta figure that out with these games. Bro, I want to parry you so damn bad. I feel like if I parried him, my soul would heal. Bro, can you imagine the first time that someone turned around and there were two of these guys? Damn it. Ah. Damn it. I see what you guys are saying. You gotta like wait for that little opening. Get the one busy, and then go after the other. Because then this guy will come and distract them. I get it, I get it. Woo! Yeah, this is not a bad boss fight, honestly, compared to the tree. The tree was driving me. I mean, I know what's gonna happen, which is that I finish this one's health bar, and then don't they, like, go into flame mode? Or am I thinking about the Shadows of Yharnam? I might be thinking of the Shadows of Yharnam, but there's definitely one where it's like, they suddenly go hyper mode. I got so greedy. Did you guys just see me slashing into infinity? It was so sad. God, it was so bad. Please change my lock on, thank you. This whole fight is just basically like, can you outdance them? No! Shit. Hey? Homies, remember that time that I was so cocky? I regret it. But we did really good though. We did better. Because I think that there's phase 1 and then if I remember correctly, they like rise again in phase 2 and they get like ridiculous. Because isn't after this the undead crypts or something? And it's like that's where you would get the blessed. So like them, yeah, because they're guarding the abyss. It's literally their, please God, take the wheel. It's their job description. Oh boy. That's how you know that your streamer's brain is just like absolutely pooping. That's how you know that streamer brain has pooped. I was just like, wait a minute, they're guarding the abyss. So obviously next is going to be dead people. Oh my god, sorry. I was like, how do I run and not die? Alright, let's get our distraction baby as fast as we can. An ex-guy friend I met on a dating app who has me blocked? No. Forward, and I feel this way about everyone. If somebody has you blocked, don't contact them. Really don't. Just don't. Unless it's like a life or death. I want to tell them how I'm doing. It's not worth it. Leave them alone. I'll put it to you this way. If somebody has you blocked and things ended on bad terms, just completely leave them alone. I had literally someone reach out to me this past weekend just to be toxic and extremely damaging to my mental health because we did like a big charity event and it was literally one of those things where it's like, you know how there's just some people who like, they can't just let you like mind your business and be happy on your own. Basically, if somebody has you blocked or you're no contact, you should not be contacting them again, nor trying to. That's one of those hard, like for me, that's one of those hard nopes. Ow. Hey bros. Yeah, there he is. I was like, where's my hero, baby? God damn it. Ow. I was like, damn it, where's my corpse? It's gonna throw himself. But yeah, no. When somebody gives you a hard limit, it means no. I'm here for the shenanigans. Welcome in, Obo. It's very nice to see you. New fear unlocked. Drinking pop and not knowing if there's a small spider in the straw. Oh my god, see Alex, that's a nightmare. What's up, Obo the hobo? I love that name. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in. You are here for the shenanigans. You are here for the shenanigans. It's like a message here, but the music in that fight could bend me over, right? It's so good. It really is. Yeah, forward, and then if somebody blocks you at the end of it, take your accountability, learn the lesson, but don't bother the person again. You know what I mean? Like, the ball's in their court. When somebody has you blocked, it's honestly their move if they ever want to talk to you again. I'm not big on disturbing people when they blocked you. I find it very, like, I'll put it this way. The guy who has me blocked, who literally reached out of the blue just to be an asshole, I've, like, not tried to talk to him. I've like written about the situation in a creative way, but he's been like a weird, nasty person. What's up, Mega Shark? Oh my god. Mega Shark, best name of the stream. And to please not contact them. Yeah, forward, that means no. You know what I mean? That's not like, basically when people block you, you gotta understand something, right? Like, I'm being reached out to by the guy who blocked me, which is like the weirdest thing on this earth. Even though we were still splitting rent, I needed her fucking info at her new place. We could evenly split electric. Yeah, oh, but that's horrible. There's that where it's like an IRL person, but especially if it's like somebody from an app or like a website. My big thing is like, especially when it comes to people on the internet, do not be out here like trying to contact folks who block you. It doesn't end well, and honestly, it's one of those things that will undoubtedly end up in like either a group chat or a forum or just something very toxic to be like, oh look, this person tried to reach out to me. Like, I promise you there's always going to be better stuff to do with your time. Like, I wrote creatively about my life situations and the stuff that happened, and I still got my shit kicked in for no apparent reason this past weekend, so trust me, I get it, guys. Like, it's very frustrating. Sometimes people do block us and it's definitely wrongful, but then there's other times where it's like they really don't want us to contact them. Touch for a while, but she reached out to me. It was different, yeah. Well, and that's, I think that the thing that's so important to understand when it comes to situations like this is that everyone's reason for blocking is going to be different. It's like every situation is a little bit different, but the general principle remains that if somebody severs contact with you, wanting further contact with them might mean that there's unresolved stuff to be taken care of there on your end, but I would not suggest trying to include them in that process. Because especially too, like, for example, as Obo was saying, in the very toxic case where you still have to rely on them for things like splitting rent and whatnot, it's so completely unhinged for someone to block another person when you still like have to actually contribute to things like utilities. With that being said, it's like, I think it's always a good idea to ask why did the situation happen. Like, I've had cases where I've had to block people because of threats of harm and stuff, and that's always got a different tone to it. Like, even in jest, it's always got a different tone to it than people that I, like, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't block people because I get annoyed with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't block people because someone's annoying or something. I usually block people when I feel like they're actually some kind of a hazard to my well-being, mental or physical. Ugh, this asshole. You know? I'm just kind of one of those people where, like, I don't really use the block button unless I absolutely have to. It's kind of just like, if a person has me at the point where I feel like I need to do that, then to me, it's already not worth the effort, you know? All the same, I will tell you guys that my face this past weekend was actually comical. I was like, oh wow, he's reaching out, I wonder why. Reaches out to my best friend, super toxic message, super rude, just very like, ugh. And then I was like, oh, god damn it. It's like, oh, god damn it. You know when you're like, oh, maybe we can actually, like, so he reaches out to my best friend, right? It's like, pass along a message. I respond like any normal human being is going to, and I'm like, oh, you want to meet in the middle and actually talk about this? Because, like, I'm down. And it's like, how dare you? Never contact me again. And I'm like, brother. But brother, you fucking contacted me, brother. Like, do you know how this works? Like, but brother. I was like, I'm so confused. What did I do? And then I was just like, you know what? There are some people in this world for whom the word miserable is too generous. And I was like, I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I was like, this is genuinely a bit unhinged. And like, I got a really good tolerance for crazy. But like, even by my standards, it was a bit much. Verb for them, she starts as R and ends in. Yeah, but we don't use that word in this chat either, guys, so let's chill with that. Especially as someone autistic, that's not really... We're at a phase where, like, this is a public space. And I always feel bad, like, having to remind everybody this, but, like, when you're in public, there's just certain stuff that one does not say. It's like being in any place where you suddenly hear racist slurs very much said out loud, and you're like, oh, God. Like, what the fuck? You're like, none of that, please and thank you. Oh, that was some timing. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, I just don't want that tone here. It's just not, no. Please, no. It's just not the vibes. It really isn't. Thankfully, I've gotten help now, and I have my best friend who I met on the same map who I love like a boyfriend. There you go, forward. Perfect. You know what I mean? And, like, that's my point, is, like, there's absolutely no reason to reach out to the person. Like, if they reach out to you and they're like, hey, I've been really thinking about you. I really do hope that you're doing better. By all means, go for it. But, like, let them be the initiator of the conversation if they're the one doing the blocking. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I never blocked this guy because even though we had, like, a lot of tension, I was just like, you know what? I was like, let me just leave it be. Unfortunately, you cannot have a situation in life where everybody likes you. It's not going to happen. And unfortunately, sometimes those people are super nasty and rude, and you just kind of learn to live with it. So I was like, well, let me work on myself. Let me grow and self-develop. Let me do my, like, silly little independent creative writing, right? Yeah, it's just definitely not savory. Man, I'm always so amazed by what we get. I'm always so amazed by what we get iframes for and what we don't in this game. There are some moments where I am just like, brother, the iframes on ladders and crap are insane. Oh. Eventually. I really like though, and I will say this, I think that it was Ka who was talking about this too. It's like you really do kind of learn after a time. Like I'm enjoying with this boss fight, the idea that you kind of need to wait for the pockets. I mean, I'm sure that there's people who parry them and probably get this boss down in like 4 seconds, but I actually kind of enjoy that with the natural pacing. It's just like relaxing. Damn, how many are you fighting right now? So technically, so if I were to hop into the fray, at times it would be like 3 at once. This is phase 1, and it's so far 2 of them fully realized. With these like reanimated corpses, Goodwin, that will actually distract them for me so I can heal, which is like the most lovely thing. You just have to last that long. And unfortunately with these games, I get stupid greedy. Like, I keep rolling towards him during that animation, and I need to literally just roll to the side or away. It's like, it's very reminiscent of our Dark Souls 1 experience with Artorias. But this is like, this is the essence of what it is to be a Souls player, is that you just get used to dying a lot, you know what I mean? And like, you just... eventually, with time, you get back into the swing of it. We have not touched these games in like a month or 2? Something in that ball game? No, we've done Elden Ring, but we had summons for Elden Ring, which made it like simple. Woo-wee. I'm impressed I lived through that, to be honest. Being a Souls fan is like squeezing a cactus and healing your wounds with hot sauce and Sprite. Exactly, see Alex, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly the vibes, you know? Oh shit. Are these two gonna... oh my god. Yeah, buddy. Oh my god, please. Have you heard of the jumping cacti? I haven't. Wait, is it the one that looks like it's splooging? You know the one I'm talking about, right? It has like the seed pods that like explode. Some of you will know exactly what I mean, and I'm so sorry to those of you that don't and are like, what the fuck is she talking about? But there's literally a cactus that like just explodes. Shit, I hit the wrong one. Yeah, it was like something from last year. It was like these horrible seed balls. Oh, that was cool looking though. Listen, you two, you're making me wish I was a sorcerer. This would probably be so much— actually, why am I not using my glintstone? This would probably go by like a dream. Oh, ah. The fact I'm even alive this long is genuinely amazing to me, so I'm not complaining. The one that has these cactus balls apparently jump onto other things. For example, people use their thorns and— oh my god, do they really? That's horrifying. Ugh. Ugh. Rather, we need to be able to roll. We could, you know something. Let me just see something. Can I if I two-hand? I can. Oh, we cannot, even if we two-hand. That's a horrible strategy. Hang on. I know, I'm like, what the holy hell? Alright, what did we have in the sorcery department? I don't think magic is gonna do fuck all to them, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Oh, we have lightning resin. Right? Oh, we're never gonna get to use this in time, though. This boss is so weirdly, Who's dark damage? They're just doing physical damage. If I remember correctly. Yeah, this is just a matter of me needing to get good. Okay. Back to the grind. It's so funny though, because when I remember that it took us like, so I remember that attempt that we spent like 2.5 hours on Artorias straight, and I was just like, very patient, but remember the time that I was like 1 hit away from Artorias and then our fucking crystal greatsword broke, and I was just like, well, there goes that. Like, the demoralization was so serious. It's just, I'm so glad that in this game, I don't know if the weapons can break in this one. We haven't actually checked. But it doesn't feel like they can. Alright, wake up your buddy. I hate this so much. So much. Oh, the hatred is so strong. See, Alex was absolutely right about the definition of what it means to be a Souls fan, because yeah, this is rough. To attach onto people and animals, it's unhinged. Yeah, it's definitely, ugh. I would genuinely fear that with all my heart and soul. Oh boy. I thought I would do a thing. It turns out that was a bad idea. It turns out that everything actually hates me more than it hates each other, which is just such a fun little factoid, really. It must be really fun, though, to spawn here once this boss is down and just watch them all kill each other. Now I have something to test later? What does your phone have, Phoenix? Alright, let's try something. I just want to know. I'm gonna laugh, by the way, if this actually turns out to be the strat. Wouldn't this be just the funniest shit if I were to, like, actually do bleed build up to them and it just wrecks them? Of stuff and make gifts. Oh, that's sick, Phoenix. I love that. Can you guys imagine if we use the katana and they just absolutely fall before our might? I will totally understand why everybody goes dex build and why this is what everybody chooses. We're gonna like use the Uchikatana one time, then the anime intro music is gonna play and it's gonna be like, oh wow, okay, this is what everyone was talking about. Oh, look at the range on this baby. Every time you died in a boss, an NPC would always wait outside the door when you respawn and talk shit about you. Bro, it's literally like what Abad was doing before by being like, L's, constant L's being taken here. I'm like, bro, who needs, oh my god, look at that damage. This damage is actually chunky. It's literally the vibe. And sometimes it's so funny, and it could dodge all of your attacks, yeah. It's so funny, see Alex, because sometimes that's exactly how it feels when you're in like a boss fight and you just can't win, and then all of a sudden chat is like, we are going to start tormenting the streamer, and you just start laughing through it because you're like, God, I love that it's such pure chaos. And I love the way that this game just absolutely makes you, like, it literally forces you to be humbled by the mechanics of the game. Because you literally cannot get mad during this game. And if you do get mad during this game, you will immediately start sucking. And I love that we were talking about this earlier with Zoot. It's like the whole point of these games is that you really learn how to, like, manage your anger tolerance and just become a person that just, like, does not, respond to stuff. And it's so fucking funny. Because so many times, the things that, like, others will get triggered by and the stuff that I'll get triggered by, when I look at the contrast between it, I'm just like, damn. I'm like, man, I sometimes worry that I'm, like, this... Like, I think we all have this paranoid fear at times, but, like, sometimes I genuinely worry. I'm like, what if I'm secretly this toxic person, this serious narcissist, and I just don't know? And I'm like... Then I'll have these moments where I'm like, yeah, but, like, let's please remember that we can probably do this for the next 3 hours and I'm not gonna get pissed off at it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but, like, I feel like with the psych background, with what I know, genuinely think it would be more narcissistic to get angry about it. I could be completely wrong, though. I also hate how that word is thrown around now, but, you know. Yeah, baby. Oh my god, please go for him. No! Not me. Thank you, God. Alright, let's get the next guy out here. I do have to say, I'm absolutely loving the successive attacks on this. I'm definitely understanding why most people pick this as their, I hate everything. My brother in Christ, he really was, like, trying to go and get the other guy, and I got caught in the fray. Oh my god. I was so confident. I was like, we're so there. We're not there. It's so good. It hurts. It was such a drive-by. I should probably two-hand this thing, but I'm so damn lazy. I love it when we hear the crazy noises. The fact that these guys were making Will Ramos noises before Will Ramos was a thing is also my favorite little factoid of Dark Souls. It's just like, the more that we hear this, the more that I'm just like, Will Ramos? Is that you? My brother? Have any souls to lose? That's my thing, right? Like with the boss battles too. It's always so bad when you go into a fight and you're like, oh no, I got souls on the line, man. Like, there were a couple times in Elden Ring where I was like, oh no, my level up is dependent on this right now. Oh shit, the other one's up. Where? Come on. Oh no, I'm hearing them outside the door and then thinking it's these guys. Ow. I wish I can stagger lock them easily though. It's just a matter of actually gauging distance and crap, which is, by the way, visually something I'm terrible at. So this is doubly hilarious because I'm just like, oh no, not my greatest weakness, distance. Like, can y'all imagine if I had gotten a backstab? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's happening there is that in every now and then, there's like another one spawning that's fighting off the one to either distract the single one or take away the second. Like, it looks like there's an allied one that's spawning, but then also an opponent one. I hate everything. That blew. That blew. Oh, lucky casting spells take so long, or I'd melt them, right? That's a vibe. Oh, thank you, God. I could just put on an Ember and we would be doing considerably better, but I feel like watching them and letting them take their time with each other is actually more to my benefit. Because he's not healing either, which is the nice part. Like, why is there only the one? Ooh, we got some bleed, I think. Are you an enemy or are you a helper? You seem to be a helper. Nope. Are you? I'm like, this could be deranged, but we're gonna try it. Hey, idiots. Do you guys think that you could fight the real one? Oh no. Oh no. They're like, no, you can take the real one on. Thank you. Is he doing more damage as time goes by too? Or is that just me hallucinating? Oh my god, why are you both fight- oh god. I see, I see. Oh my god, help! Shit! You were saying? As they proceed to do precisely that, which was amazing, by the way, that timing. Help! I do love the infinite spawns, though. So I wonder if I were to just put them off long enough, if we would be able to just have infinite, I mean, this is very handy. You know? Like, I'm actually not upset right now with the way that this guy's fucking him up. Come here, you. Oh shit, you're an allied one. Yep. Shit. Ow? Brother! Not the allied one killing me every single time. I love it. It hurts. Jesus, it hurts. That was so rude. It was so rude. Feelings were hurt, but it's okay. We're doing better and better with it, and that's actually what counts. I'm really not hating the one-handed Uchikatana. I do think after this, whenever we get the souls, we are actually going to be rocking the Uchi. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, with the scimitars, while they're cool and they'd be really fun for like a cosplay build, I don't feel like they're... I just don't feel like the speed is quite the same. There's something with the Uchi mechanics where, I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's the fact that it's a longer sword. Yeah, like look at the length on that range and the damage. It's actually really solid. To have this early game would be ridiculous. Imagine if we'd gotten this right in the door. Ow. Brother, just kill me. I hate the way that that curves around. But not as much as the second guy. Why can't these two fight each other? You know? Ow. Like, why is it just you? Ow. Oh, the ally came just in time. Like, they do chunk of damage to each other, which is actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. If you need to have damage done. So it's funny, Heal Aid is definitely way less time to cast, but we should probably put on the ring too that reduces the spell casting time. Because I feel like having like a quick heal would be absolutely out of this world. I feel bad though now that I made her look at the other Londor tone. I'm like, uh-oh. What I'm really hoping is that it doesn't bone me. See, like, they stagger so nicely. I'm just trying to get some, like... I think I keep trying to go for, like, Elden Bleed, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't happen here, really. Maybe in a later fight, but certainly not here and now. Go over by these guys. Let them fight that. Let me do this. Why do I just have a random extra... Wait, why do I have another Estus? Didn't I use one? I could have swore that I had already used one. Maybe I just did a really good round and didn't realize it? Oh god. Oh god. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That was ridiculous. Stop being a douche. Wee! That was actually pretty good. I would pretend to be upset with how I did there, but I am not. No! Please, an ally. Oh shit. We have an ally and we have an enemy. I wonder what would happen if it spawned like 3 of his allies. Can you guys imagine though? No! Bro, my lock-on, please. Oh my god, I can't believe I just lived. Brother, we're so close. Yeah, baby! Phase 2! Shit! We finally got to phase 2. Fuck me. Hate that. Good time to come back for the ad for the cutscene, now that this is about to just absolutely be the roughest shit. I love how this boss fight is literally just a straight up adrenaline rush, right Loki? It's gorgeous, and it's so cinematic, and it's so fantastically well choreographed, but it just sucks so bad. It just sucks so bad in the best way possible, if that makes sense to you guys. Yeah, I know. Why? Where is he? Bro, I just pop an ember, and this man is literally twirly boy. Oh my god. Oh, we're in danger. Oh boy. Phase 2 indeed. He looks so cool though. I'm so sad. So I always have wished, and like this is an irrational wish, but I always wish that there was like a way. Hang on, we're gonna go back. We're gonna upgrade the Uchi Katana because I actually love this thing. I completely understand why everybody keeps using it. Part of me wants to do this with like my badass armor on. Just my fucking look. I've been looking for my other earbud. Was it in your ear? Was it in your ear? Because if it was in your ear, then I'm about to spiritually relate. Because, I've been there. Nope, it was in my pocket. Yeah. Sounds about right. Unfortunately. The great sword, the dagger. Yeah, that wasn't even a +1 Uchi. That's funny. That's legitimately funny. Let's see what we actually have for souls on us. I mean, we also have a lot of shit that we could sell, so I'm not terribly worried. The pocket of the jacket I've been wearing and laying in all— oh god, I'm so sorry, Phoenix. That's a genuine struggle. Let's just grab some of these guys. I mean, we could, but we— games need to normalize beating down enemies while they're phasing instead of waiting for them to charge up like a Dragon Ball character. See, here's the thing. I don't mind the demand. Like, so the thing is with Souls games, right? And I've always kind of felt this way towards them. If I were to suddenly start getting pissed off about like the mechanics of it, then I just know it's time to change up what I'm playing. My bigger thing that gets me every single time when it comes to certain bosses is that I genuinely struggle with the timing and trying to like get myself into a good position. Like last time was ridiculous. We did so good getting into phase 2. It's just one of those things where you're like, damn it. I literally did not have the resources that I would need. So we would need 2 more of these. Let's see. Like, I don't mind doing the Dragon Ball character thing. I just hate it when it's like— that was so useless, hang on. That was so bad. Actually, let me do something. This would make so much sense, because I have 7 of you. Do that, purchase this. Just because, like, I would like to at least get our Uchi to a point where it makes sense. I cannot absolutely imagine, though, how, like, the first people playing this must have reacted to this. I think for me, my biggest thing that I have had to learn with Souls games is that usually when it's like— usually when I'm getting like pissed about the situation, I'm just like, and right, this is a moment in which I am just genuinely in over my head, you know? Intense sweating increases fire damage absorption. We could actually use the shit out of this. Let me do that. Fire damage absorption here would be amazing. Let me see. What did I take off? Let's see. So what do we have? Lowering equip load, raises stamina recovery, allows attunement of additional, boost pyromancies. We're like not even using the pyromancies. Let me see. Shorten spellcasting time. Oh, what's up, Mysterio? Checked your ring, and by ring I mean butthole. Like, the Abyss Watchers is hard, like, don't get me wrong. But I'm very glad that the Abyss Watchers may be hard, but it's not, like, undoable. You know what I mean? Didn't we get another Undead Bone Shard? Yay! Welcome back from vacation. How did it go? Yeah, we did get another freaking Undead Bone Shard, and I was just sitting here and was like, da-da-da. I hope it went well, Mysterio. I hope it was lovely. I had— oh my goodness. I had a time while you were away. I was like, oh my goodness. I thought it was going to be like a chill couple of days getting myself, you know, like reoriented and just like getting back to normal, and oh boy. I was in for a surprise. It was good. Oh, I'm so sorry it was a crappy hotel bed. That sucks, because sometimes those hotel beds go off. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have had this experience when traveling, but like sometimes that hotel bed, the sleep that you get in them just hits so freaking different. Like, I have a fantastic mattress now, so to be honest with you, I don't feel like any bed is gonna stack up against mine anymore. But like back in the day, when my mattress was complete garbage, I was like, ooh, them hotel beds. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, baby, we are cooking with gas. Right, Phoenix? That's the thing. It's like, I feel like with hotel beds, it really does go one of two ways. You're either having a wonderful time or you're miserable. Bro, look at the damage I have on him, and we're not even like, we haven't even had the first ally spawn yet to help us. Bro, what were we doing? I was literally in the struggle bus. Not even on it, bro. I was inside of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why does my lock-on have to be like that? Bro, and that shortened casting time, are we kidding? This is so nice. Actually, I think the build might be coming together, y'all. We might be able to do this after all, with the right weapon upgrades and such. Woo-wee! Ooh, a red eyes. Good. Oh, fuck. Help! Let's let him do his worst. With any luck, maybe they could get him into second phase, which would be such a miracle, honestly. I wanted to sneak up for a backstab. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, aren't these two supposed to be? Wait, why is the red eyes coming after me? Accidentally smack the red eyes? Don't these guys normally fight? Yeah, they do. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm like, and sadly, Dickhole McGee is here. I'm like, I would like to have one of you not be... Alright, there's the ally. Let's just wait on him. Yeah, hotel beds can actually go off. Wait, how did I get 3 S's back just now? Did you guys see that? Oh, it's because he's killing them. Bro, are you serious right now? I love how I just did all of that healing and the game was like, fuck you. You piece of crap. Come here. No! Bro, like, what the fuck are these thrusts? Cannot stress enough. Maybe add Elden Ring's mechanic to Dark Souls 3. Well, I don't think that they would add it. It's definitely already been here, you know, because Elden Ring was built off of the back of off of Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne and all that business, so I feel like it's more likely that... Alright, let this guy kill him, hopefully. Yeah, baby! Phase 2, everyone. Hello. Okay, so that is totally the strat, is to, like, let the other bros do some of the help. I'm surprised by it, Phoenix. I'm genuinely shocked. So this is my thing, right? So we technically could cast the pyromancy that does the flame resistance. We're gonna see about it. I feel like flash sweat is probably ridiculous in a volcano area. What's up, Johnny? Welcome in. Very nice to see you. If only they stayed phase 2 if you died. I know. That's what I was thinking earlier, but then I was like, but then I'm complaining about the whole game mechanic. Are you kidding me, game? What the hell was that shit? And also, what's my lock-on doing? Bro, my lock-on right now is the most obscene. Like, brother, are we serious right now? Look at my health bar. That was actually insane. That was a case of the worst possible timing at the worst possible moment. I can't even have a gap to cast this in. What's your moveset like? At least let's learn the moves, even though we're not gonna live. Like, look at this. Look at that. We got a total of 10 health from that. Why can't I dodge out of the way? Like, I restore my ember, but I can't dodge out of the way. Like, it's just one of those things with these animations where you're like, like, and this is what people lose their shit about with Souls, is that it's so damn punishing, but it has every reason to be. And I feel like this is why people enjoy games in this genre. You know what I mean? Like, you're not playing this game because you want it to be, like, easy or because you want to accomplish something. And by all means, things like the frickin' Abyss Watchers boss fight will have you out here being like, we gotta grind to accomplish this, because this is, ooh-wee. What I could also do is just hang out in there, gather some souls, and keep upgrading the Uchi, but I feel like that's just so... blech. You know, like, because how many levels do I have in this? I'm wondering if this is a +2 or a +3. I feel like you actually earned it. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is like, I think for a lot of people, when it comes to certain games, like, when the difficulty isn't there, and this is why people were so pissed off about the Elden Ring summons, you remember? Like, we were having that conversation with folks about, like, how frustrating that it was to play a game where you struggle through this and then suddenly you have summons. For me, I can't personally relate because the summons were a great thing, and I think it really added a lot of character to the game, especially in a game that's so much about death and dying. But at the same time, I can totally understand where there were people who were die-hole Souls purists and were like, we don't want this, you know? It's like, I don't think it's very hard to empathize with. Oh. Alright, let me orient myself. As I sit here and I'm like, meh. I wanna be done with the Abyss Watchers. But it's okay. We shall eventually figure it out. And that's part of the joy. I mean, one thing I will say too, and this was funny because when we were playing Elden Ring, we were talking about this, right? The addition of Torrent is so fantastic because it allows you a bit of verticality and an ability to like really just sort of run into the next area, go explore things, go kill some shit, accomplish stuff, grind on to the next game or like on to the next challenge. I think one thing that's really interesting about the Souls games is that the reason I like the Souls series itself specifically so much for my mental health is because it forces me to be consistent just the same way that like other honestly projects that I have in my life do. Like I have to be consistent with streaming in the same way, you know? It's like you show up, you stream, you're doing a lot of like the same motions and a lot of the same-ish, and you kind of got to learn to have this patience and this tolerance for parts of the process that are not as savory. And so I think one thing that's really nice about these games is that they kind of build a resistance to the impatience and the hastiness of this idea that like you can just constantly keep on running around and always like satiating a different interest. It's like, I don't know, I've had to learn this a lot with my neurodivergence too, is like you don't always sometimes have the luxury of being able to have different stimuli. This piece of shit, man. Dude, Someone's helped enforce the idea that Elden Ring was its own thing and also significantly more lighthearted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, especially Bloodborne's content could be dismal. Like, let him do some damage, damn it. He's doing a lot more damage than he was, too. God damn, bro. This one is just a long one, you know, it's like, it's one of those boss fights that, like, depending on how you're playing it in that particular moment, like, you guys can see me kind of getting tired. And, like, you know, a little bit... I get, like, emotionally fatigued. I have a lot of triggers and trauma stuff around streaming itself because of, unfortunately, some stuff I went through, and it's like, it's kind of funny because I feel like sometimes during a stream you guys will, like, see the moment at which, like, the PTSD memory returns, and I'm just like, yeah. But, like, I feel like one thing that's nice about the Souls boss battles in general is that you kind of get so used to defeat that you almost become, like, comfortable with it. That was that was a good death. I felt good about that. I actually felt cool about that. That one was fun. I like the way that he, like, rolled and just ended me. But yeah, whenever I start to get there too, and it's like I feel bad, but it's one of those things where I think when you start to see somebody, oh, you're back, haven't noticed, hello, Cray. Yes, I'm back. I was talking about how I, like, you know, every now and then, because streamers are people, right? Like, we have stuff around stuff, and I have PTSD around some aspects of streaming because of, like, some stuff I've gone through. And I was saying how it's, like, really funny for me because every now and then we'll get to a certain point in the stream where, especially in, like, a Souls boss battle, you guys will actually watch in real time as, like, my brain starts doing other things as I'm playing. And I'm like, it's so funny because you learn with these boss battles to, like, that you really have to attend. As somebody who has had, like, quite a journey with, like, neurodivergence and ADHD, like, I just love that this game really will punish me if I don't pay enough attention. I despise that move. Hey, we got one back! You were right, Phoenix. Damn, bro. Fuck him up. Why would I bother? Let him do his thing. Like, okay. I got so greedy there. Shit. Hey, friend-shaped? Like, yeah, let those two fuck them up. I know, you know, I can't remember Phoenix, but it'll be really funny if we get to the end of this and it's like, surprise! Brother, are you fucking serious right now? That was absurd. Absurd. Don't give me this shit. Thank you. Thank you, War. I'm like, brother, these moves. Although I love it because it's so Artorias reminiscent, and for those of you who missed it, we previously in Dark Souls 1 spent like 2 straight hours in like 3 sessions fighting Artorias, and it was just horrible. It was like, no, there were like 3 sessions of, what was it, Craig? There was one that was like 4.5 hours. It was something obscene, fighting Artorias with just absolutely nothing, and I was like, brother, I need to get good, like big time. This is bad. It was, rough. I could also stand to be using coatings, which I'm like starting to get to the point where I'm thinking about whether or not lightning will do anything to them. I don't know if it will though. And thank you, War, for those good vibes. The good vibes, we bring them back. It's just persistence. Nice. I love that I got that. Oh my god, that was cool. That 4th swing reinvigorated me a bit. Not gonna lie though, and for all of my like friends who are medievalists, I feel like this is probably a pet peeve. it's all the same. Yeah, we don't have audio for that one, actually. That one does not have audio. It is just well wishes. All of the audio ones start at, I think, 555? Other than, like, the hydrate and the posture check. Mysterio, enjoy your lurk. Although, let me see. What do I want to do here? Be wished well, then. Why, thank you, War. I shall be. Let's go deal with Silver Knight. Let's go see if we can actually take him on with the Uchi. I don't think we can. But it's worth a shot. Precisely, War. Brother, you know exactly why I'm running. You saw that shit. Rotten pine resin. Can you imagine if I just destroyed them? Can you imagine if I just destroyed them with the fucking power of poison? Oh, it's so tempting. Stab that tree right in the buttocks. Can you imagine? Right in the booty. Now that's pretty cool. So what does that even do? Does that just last forever now? Wooey! Bro, what the fuck? Did I just absolutely destroy this thing, or was that just me? Whoa, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go level up the Uchi. That was stupid. I'm not complaining, as a matter of fact. That was fun. I thought that that was gonna go way worse. I was like, and this is where we die, and now I'm just like, oh. Oh. Could just level up, but first we're gonna do this. Yeah, Phoenix, I'm like, what? Okay.
Just what neat.
Uchi. Let's see what we need. We need Titanite Charge 6. Yeah, we can definitely afford them. I was not ready for that. I was like, well, shit. Oh good, we can get 7. So pricey. There we go. Now let's see what we smack with. Imagine we're gonna hit the Abyss Watchers exactly one time and they're just gonna be like...
Be careful.
Be careful. They're just gonna be like... gone. Let's also get some fire going, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that it'll be of any use, really. But I feel like anything is worth a shot. This is lightning. Let's do the lightning. Let's actually try this. Yeah, because I actually have this on my menu, don't I? No, I didn't even put this on my damn menu. Hmm. I appreciate the effort though, Phoenix. Don't worry. I know what you mean. Oh, we could go and get our butcher's knife, which could be interesting. Isn't there? I swear to God, I thought that the poison armor was in there. I could have sworn on my life that that was there. I feel like now I'm gonna smack Mr. Man with our Uchi. And it is just going to be like hilariously bad. Because before, when we saw the damage that this was doing compared to the first tries, God bless everyone. Thank you so much, viewers, everybody who stuck with us for the first freaking tries of the Abyss Watchers. My damage was so pitiable. Like, let's see what we're- oh my god. I hurt. Brother, how do I hurt this bad? I'm in good shape right now. Thanks for fixing my Volok snow globe. My mom got me- your mom got you a Volok snow globe? Wait, that's actually so hot. God damn it. A Volok snow globe is like amazing and peak vibes. Let me stretch. Big stretch. Now, this is gonna drive me insane because I have many questions about it. Let's see. Oh, you know what we should probably do before we even go in there? If I'm being honest. Yeah, now let's go. Not that they're doing status at first. Says are random horror characters. Mine just happened to be Volok. It's really cool. That is really cool, Phoenix. I love Volok. Out of all the characters in every horror franchise, I've always felt like Volok is just like one of my faves. I love how stern and intimidating that she is without like, I don't know. She never feels like tropey. I don't know how to explain it. She just doesn't feel like any of the others. Red glitter and a black bottom. Oh, that's cute. No! I was so bold. I was like, I'm gonna kill him and then the other one will have to do damage to him, and I got so hopeful and I was just like, God damn it, I got so locked in. I just keep on like slowly learning that the cheese for me is the danger. Like when I start to feel like I'm in territory where I'm like, yeah, I got this. I'm like, girl, you don't got this. Alright, let's see if lightning does absolutely anything to them at all. I love that though. I love the combination of black and red together. I love black, red, and white. I feel like that is the ideal. I don't know why. I think it's like blood, bone, and skull. The way that I've like always looked at it. That was supremely annoying, by the way. I hate it when the randos are just like, yeah. I'm like, who told you it could be your time to shine? You piece of shit. Let me hit you. Bro, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, he doesn't like lightning. I don't think he cares that much about it, but he cares. Good to know. This has been a science experiment with Effie. Aren't you all so glad that you, witnessed this glory? Alright, let's try two-handing it. Let's actually do stonks. Watch I level up this weapon to the point where we just like destroy half of his health bar per hit. I would just be like, yep, Abyss Watchers everyone. That's learning the boss strats. You get good until you've leveled to such a point where you just cannot be touched. Bro, what the fuck is with the scrubs? Get out of my way. It's really not that much different from the single hand damage, is it? Okay, stream? At the 3-hour mark, I think I might have tapped out what I can do on the Abyss Watchers, if I'm being honest, for one day. What do you guys think? What's up, Piper? I'm like, I think we might have tapped out on what's reasonable for the Abyss Watchers. There we go. That's what they actually are. This is the Watchers of the Abyss. They're, But I think in grand total, because what is this, Phoenix? In grand total, I want to say like 6 hours today. That's pretty solid. I would like to do one chunky 6-hour session tomorrow where we just have like normalish times and or longer, like 8. But 6+ hours, yeah, like I'm feeling kind of tapped out on the Abyss Watchers, but that has been so much fun. Hyper, it's very nice to see you. I'm so sorry if you're just getting here, but I am actually about to rip. Let me see what is going on in the Netherworld. I am of the opinion that if we have a friend on, I would love to see if they're up to something. I know, Hyper, I'm so sorry, dude, but I've been on technically for 6 hours today, which is quite a lot for me. At least, like, compared to what I normally do. So let me see. Llama is live! Well, then we know exactly where we're going. Perfect freaking timing. Everyone, we're going to be raiding one of my absolute loveliest friends, the Llama Goddess. I hope that you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your time zone, no matter what it is. But, oh, Hyper, I hope you have a great time at the birthday dinner. That sounds wonderful. But it has been wonderful to hang out with you guys today in some Dark Souls 3. We're going to go vibe with Llama. Please give her a warm hello and tell her how much you love her, because I think she's just fantastic. I don't have a raid message. It has been a pleasure. I will see you guys all tomorrow. I will keep you guys posted in Discord and on Twitter about what time that is going to be, so please do stay tuned. And thank you all so much for the love and support tonight. It has truly meant the world. Love you guys. Be good.